It's soon 1 p.m. There are still runners from Fin 5 finishing here, but we are starting to prepare for the Junior World Championships relays. Men's start is at 13:30, that is in 30 minutes, and women's will start 14:45. Yesterday we had an exciting long distance competition. Winners in both men and women were the same as in the previous individual distances. Olli Ojanaho of Finland and Simona Abersold of Switzerland. And I realized that yesterday I was not counting quite correctly. I congratulated Simona for 6th World Championship gold, but that was actually number 7. And that means that Simona is now in all-time standings number 2. Ida Boba is still ahead. She has 7 gold medals, 2 silver medals, and 3 bronze medals. And Simona has 1 silver in addition to these 7 golds. But she has a new chance today in relay. Switzerland has a very strong team, and she still has 1 year to run junior competitions. So next year in Hungary, I think that she will be hungry for more. Olli Ojanaho gained his 6th gold yesterday, and he also has 2 bronze medals in addition to that, so he's topping the men's medal standings of all times. Olav Lundanes has 1 more medal. He has 4 gold medals, 3 silvers and 2 bronze medals, but less gold medals overall. Yesterday we had a tight competition in men's class. Swedish men doing well. Simon Imark silver, Simon Hector bronze, and Alexis Sorsa of Finland just outside of medals, 14 seconds behind Hector. Audun Heimdal, Norway 5th, and Mathieu Pean, once again good run, 6th place yesterday. Another one that I have to pick from the result list is Britain's Alexander Chepelin. He has had very good championships here, 3 top 10 placings. In sprint he was 5th, and I think Britain will place their hopes on Chepelin's strong run in the relay as well. Interesting note from the history is that Great Britain has no medals in Junior World Championship relays, but in senior classes they actually have 3 from men's side, 1 gold, 1 silver and 1 bronze. So they are probably hoping for a 1 also on junior side. It's going to be a tough competition anyway. On women's side, yesterday Simona Abersold was completely overpowering. She was 3 minutes faster than Finland's Veera Klementtinen, who gained her 2nd medal yesterday. She was 3rd in middle distance and now silver in long distance competition. Sophie Bachmann of Switzerland repeated her bronze medal on long distance from last year. Linja Guulsäter very close of gaining a 3rd medal yesterday, finished 4th, just 31 seconds behind Sophie Bachmann. And Norwegians Maria Olausen and Victoria Hästad Björnstad 5th and 6th. Teresa Janosikova, silver medalist from sprint distance, only 2 seconds behind and outside top 6. And also have to mention that Polish Zuzana Wańczyk did a very good job yesterday with some minor mistakes in the end, pushed her out of top 6, but still great 8th place for the Swiss girl. Norwegian Ingrid Lundanes also in top 10, and Switzerland's Valerie Ebischer likewise. I remind all the JWOC competitors that the quarantine area check-in is by 13:15 in about 10 minutes. So all the runners have to check in the quarantine area on the other side of the ditch from the further away from the finish area. And the men's start will be then 15 minutes later, in about 25 minutes.
Aurinko paistaa edelleen Teiskossa ja päivä näyttää varsin miellyttävältä ja lupaavalta. Se luo meille miellyttävät olosuhteet tähän viestin odotuksille. Tämän päivän viestin lähtö tapahtuu, kaikki ovat varmaan nähneet, että se tapahtuu tästä maaliteltan itä- tai eteläpuolelta. Siellä on lähtöpaikka jo rakennettu valmiiksi. Siitä lähtöpaikalta tuonne Tampereen suuntaan sijaitsee joukkueiden karanteenialue, eli missä ovat vielä juoksemattomat juoksijat pitävät majaa siellä, niin, jotta he eivät saa tietoja täältä jo matkassa olleilta suunnistajilta. Lähtö tapahtuu sieltä. Sen jälkeen suunnistajat näyttäytyvät kertaalleen tässä kilpailukeskuksessa juoksunsa keskellä ja sitten sen jälkeen tulevat maaliin. Tämä varvauspaikka on tässä näin loppuviitotuksella. Suunnistajat tulevat tuolta normaalia viitotusta pitkin ja kiertävät tämän maaliteltan ulompaa kaistaa myöten, käyvät vielä maastossa ja sitten palaavat tähän tehtävät suoritettuaan uudelleen ja tulevat sisempää kaistaa kohti vaihtoon. Vaihtoaika saadaan tuosta maaliviivalta. Maaliviiva on tuo sama maaliviiva kuin oli eilen. Ja tuosta maaliviivan ylitettyään suunnistajat sitten siirtyvät antamaan läpyn seuraavan osuuden juoksijoille. Kartat ovat jo valmiina tuolla seuraavaa osuutta varten tuolla karttatelineissä. Ja maaliin tullaan samalla tavalla. Kun maaliin tullaan, suunnistaja pysähtyy tähän maalialueelle ja siinä vaiheessa homma on niiltä osin kunnossa. Ei enää mennä antamaan karttoja eteenpäin. Ja tässä kannattaa muistaa se, että kun suunnistajat kiertävät tätä maalitelttaa, kaikki liikenne maalitelttaan sisään ja ulos mahdollisimman pieneksi ja olkaa varovaisesti kuljette tässä, jotta ei tule turhia kolareita.
So at about 1:30, take or leave a couple of seconds. The start in the men's competition will happen, and the start is east of the finishing tent. All the 67 men in the competition start at the same time, and all the 53 ladies then 45 minutes later. The start happens from the commentator's box here. We are giving the signal for the start. All the legs have also a passage through here. The runners run around the finishing tent and then go out for a second loop. This passage will be at about 2/3 of the course, and then they continue for the last third of their course and then continue and finish. Then they run through the finishing tent and then give a handover to the next runner. The next runner will do the same thing. We'll run through a passage through here about 2/3 of the leg and then go for his or her last third of the leg, and then we have the last leg and the finish. All other traffic within the finishing area should be avoided. We don't want any collisions here, so we kindly ask everyone to stay outside of the area where the runners will be running, and also the organizers will be seeing to it that nobody gets hurt, nobody is in the right way. So if you are being asked to move, please do so. And within some 3 minutes, the first leg runners should move to get their emit cards checked.
Poikien lähtö tapahtuu tänään 13.30 ja lähdön valmistelut alkavat 13.15. Tuohon on vielä muutama minuutti aikaa. Lähdön käskytyksen ohjeet tulevat tuolta Liinukselta sitten kaikki. Tulevat englanniksi niin, että kaikki ymmärtävät sen yhdellä kertaa, mistä on kyse. Joo, mutta ei saa luottaa minuutin kuluttua. Soita Ollille ja sovi sen kanssa. Ne et muista tekee pakkaa sen kyllä, mutta mä en pysty keskittymään tällä hetkellä. Hyvä, moi.
Varakartta. Mitä se sitten tarkoittaa?
Se vaan, että jos tunnistajalle karttaa siitä karttapuusta, niin tuo kääntyy toiseen.
Aivan, kun ne tulevat.
Joo.
The competition time is 1:15. It's time for the men to move over to the Emmet card reading. And we ask you to be there in time. There are 67 teams that are going to get the Emmet cards checked at the checkpoint. So now it's 15 minutes to the start in the men's competition. Go to the Emmet read-in.
Kun ollaan Tampereella, niin jatketaan sitten musiikkia tamperelaisittain tästä eteenpäin. Palataan kenties noihin Pyynikin koripallotunnelmiin ja päästetään liikkeelle mitäs muuta kuin rasvaa koneeseen. Tämän päivän viestissä meillä on monta suosikkia. JWOC-viestit ovat perinteisesti sellaisia, että täällä sattuu paljon yllätyksiä. Kenties kuitenkin suosikkeja tämän päivän viestissä ovat Ruotsi, kenties ykkös- ja kakkosjoukkueellaan Suomi, Norja ja Sveitsi. Linus, minkälaisilla porukoilla joukkueet aloittavat?
Well, Jukka, as we know, the runners have been running already 4 competitions, pretty tough competitions already. And you're quite right about that the stamina for the Nordic teams and for the Swiss team, they're probably the best ones. All the runners, of course, are doing the absolute best. And they have their best teams also that are running. Both the first team and the second team are competing in the competition, and the better team then is the one that will be counting for the teams. And with Finland, running in Finland, I'd say they are perhaps the biggest favorites today. But as we've seen, all the teams have had very good runners and fast runners all these days.
Kun katselet, Linus, noita ensimmäisen osuuden juoksijoita, löydätkö niistä itsellesi suosikkia? Onko suosikki Akseli Ruohola vai Isak von Krusenstjerna vai onko se Nick Gebert?
I went to look for something special about all the first runners in the teams, and starting with number 1, we have Nick Gebert from Switzerland. He still waits to do a clean run here in the Tampere forest. He's a very good runner and orienteer, but the Finnish forest has proven him some difficulties, so he's still waiting for that best run, and might very well be this relay. Isak von Krusenstjerna is running with number 2 for Sweden. His motto is, even 1 second's mistake is too much. And he's made a couple of small second mistakes. Perhaps not today, because now he knows the terrain, and we know he's a very fast runner. Isak is among the fastest in the Swedish team. Let me also point out now, when the time is 20 minutes past 1, that all the runners will start with their own maps, and then in the other legs, if your map is not on the map board, there are spare maps. The organizers have spare maps, so you shouldn't be worried if your map is not found on the map board. There are spare maps among the organizers. Let's get back to number 3, Finland. Akseli Ruohola, when I asked the coach about him, he said that he doesn't get upset about anything. There's an expression in Finnish, hän toimii kuin junan vessa. He works as a toilet in a train. Nothing bothers him at all. And with number 4, we have France, Mathieu Perrin, who has been just outside the medals in all of the races here, and I bet he is very eager to get one of the medals out of these JWOC competitions still. For number 5, we have Norway, Kasper Fosser, who is also a very good runner and a good orienteer, and I expect Norway to be up in the top from the beginning. Of course, also with number 6, the Czech Republic, Wojtek Sikora, who has been running very well all summer and especially here in Tampere. Starting with number 7, we have Endis Titamers. He's also a strong runner and very technical runner. From New Zealand, we have the very good runner Tommy Hayes, and we've seen how well he did in the sprint orienteering already. He's studying medicine in Auckland, and he is one of the runners that I expect will get out of the forest among the first ones here from leg 1. A very special runner is running with number 9, Great Britain. Alex Carcass is known as the car crash.
It's related to his orienteering technique.
Welcome back to Tampere, Särkänperä, for the last day of the JWOC this year. JWOC Relay, as usual, the last event. Men's relay is about to start in 7 minutes, and my name is Severi Kymäläinen, and with me Timo Saarinen today. Welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Yes, nice to have you here. And yeah, let's go through for some favorites for today. As I said, men's relay is about to start in 7 minutes, and women's relay 1 hour 15 minutes later at 14:45 the finish time. And number 1, last year's winner Switzerland. What do you think about that team?
It will be a very strong team, but maybe the first leg is the surprising choose, because Nick Gebert hasn't been so good, but maybe this is the tactic which they have made before the championships, and so we will see. Of course, the second and third leg, they are very strong, Bux and Harden.
Yeah, in case Gebert can do his race well, they have a really strong finish, as you said. Number 2, last year's silver medalist Sweden, and from last year's team Simon Hector and Isak von Krusenstjerna, this year also in the team. What do you think about Sweden?
Sweden is strong, and they have both. The second team is very strong, so I will say that it will be surprise if Sweden is not in the top 3 at the finish.
Yeah, because as you said, the Sweden second team is also really strong, and it's not. Yeah, one thing we will follow today is which one is better, Sweden 1 or Sweden 2, and they definitely both have medal chances, and we remember that only one team per nation can be counted into the results, so they are going to have tight competition not only with the other nations but also within the team, so gonna be interesting to follow.
That's true. So the number 3 is the Finnish team with Akseli Ruohola, Aleksi Sorsa and Olli Ojanaho. And what do you think about Severi? Are the pressures too tough, or will these guys survive and take the medal as last year?
I think Olli has already proved that he is able to handle the pressure. He has had a terrific pressure on the first races here, and he has handled them really well with taking 3 golds. I think he has proven that he can handle it. But then Akseli Ruohola, Aleksi Sorsa, first time in the first team in JWOC, both first time in the JWOC as well. And in the relay, there's always additional pressure on them. So I really hope they will be able to handle that, but we don't know before the race, of course, and we will see.
Aleksi Sorsa was very strong yesterday, and he was running very good speed also, and I think that Akseli Ruohola, who has made very good runs in Finnish competitions through the summer in the seniors class also, and I think that if he can keep his head calm, it will be a good race.
Yeah, and we remember, of course, the whole Finnish team was yesterday within the top 10 in the long distance, so of course they are really strong.
Yeah, and the same terrain. Partly.
Yeah, same competition center. And then number 4, France. Mathieu Perrin starting. What do you think about that choice?
I think that the strongest guy is in the first leg, and then they hope that they can have the position to the finish also in a second and a third leg.
Yeah. And in the men's team there are really many candidates for the top 3 and tops, even more for the top 6, and it's impossible to predict the results in advance. And yeah, here we see pictures from the starting line. It's only a few minutes to the start, and the first leg runners are already handed their maps, and of course they are not allowed to take a look on the map yet, but the start will be in a few minutes.
Yeah, and there we can see also the number 8 New Zealand and interesting first leg runner Tommy Hayes.
Yeah, medalist from the sprint. Definitely has the speed, but how can he handle the forest orienteering?
Yeah.
We will see today.
And we have also, I think that we will have a good forkings on the terrain, so the courses will be hopefully demanding technically.
Yeah. And then the Russian team, which we know is very strong physically, has had maybe some problems technically during this week, but one really strong contender for the medals as well today.
Yeah.
And altogether 63 teams,
67.
Okay, 67 teams on the men's relay, so will be a big mass start.
Yeah, and it's a bit different than in Tiiumila or Jukola relay, but still the same technical things. You have to take your own controls carefully, especially in the first part of the race. So.
And the course setter of today is the same as in the sprint, and we saw great sprint courses on Wednesday, and I expect haven't really seen those courses actually yet, so soon when the GPS will be open we will get the first look on the courses, and I really expect some really tricky forkings and great legs.
And I think that the course setter has saved
Seconds to start.
areas only for the relay, so the Fin 5 orienteering week runners haven't been there, and also yesterday's courses were not in all areas, so there will be a new area for everyone.
Yep, and we just got the info that there is less than 1 minute to the start, and the runners seem concentrated.
This is always exciting moment,
Yeah.
just before the
Seconds to start.
starting moment.
30 seconds to the start.
And there are also many people who are cheering all the teams.
Yeah, nice to see so many people here.
Yeah, and the nice
Supporting.
weather the last day. And
Yeah, luckily it's really great weather, 20 degrees and sun is shining. And
Yeah.
yesterday was a bit chilly and windy, but today is a perfect weather to follow the race. 10 seconds to the start.
yes,
5,
and right after the start we will take a look of the course.
2, 1, go!
And now it's on. Over 60 teams
Yeah.
are running towards to the starting point.
It seems like Czech Republic got a really good start by Wojtek Sykora starting for them. Oh, and did we see someone falling down on the...
Yeah,
Yeah. There they go for the starting point. They cross the ditch and off they go to the forest.
yeah. And the first part in the terrain it's quite open area, and there is the long leg to the
like-
first
yeah.
control.
We can reveal from the GPS there's going
Yeah.
to be a really long leg. And then you will... Everyone back home are able to, of course, watch the tracking as well. It's online and open. So you are able to follow the race. And this is
Yeah.
the starting point for today, and we will soon get the teams to this starting point, starting the race. And that's Sweden.
Sweden second
in front.
team.
And United States with Anton Salmenkylä second.
Yeah,
he
and
started
there's-
yesterday, last year on the
Aksel
relay.
Ruohola also the Finnish first team and the Finnish second team. And as you can see, it's quite open forest and easy to run. But there is an interesting route choice to the first control, and also the tree forking control. So nice start.
Yeah, and really interesting forking on the very first controls also. And will be nice to see how they handle the first forkings.
Yeah,
We can most likely expect some strong teams having problems. It seems so tricky,
yeah.
the forking. Now I think we will see in the screen soon the courses, and here we see
Yep.
that's the first forked controls, and you can see at the end of the name tag on each team you see which control they are going to take on the first control.
Maybe there is a 3 different route choices.
Interesting to see Finnish first team taking slightly different,
Yeah.
not even slightly, but totally different route
Yes.
choice than the other teams.
I think that it's good because it's quite straight,
Yeah,
and
for
you can
the-
use the road.
Yeah, and the forest at the end of the road after the field, that looks fast. It's wide and open there.
And this is a good leg by the course setter because it's you have to
good
take the
spread,
right choice and the first part of the leg, and this will be interesting. Maybe the C forking is the fastest, of course, on the right side
But we
along the road.
Yeah, but we remember that the second controls are also forked, so I think that they are in the end at the third control it's quite even.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which
Yeah.
which forking you have. The time differences shouldn't be that big.
Yeah, Petri Annila is very experienced and a very good course setter, so I think that he has like doing these forkings very carefully.
Yeah, and of course we see that the teams that are tracked here are the teams from having numbers 1 to 5, and Finland is the only one having the A forkings there. So
Yeah,
might explain why it seems that Finland is the only one taking that route. But as we see, there are more
Tommy
teams
Hayes,
with the A forking who are on the same route choice.
Of course, the A1 is maybe the most difficult to take the control. So
Yeah.
you have to orienteer the longest way from that clear point.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy from that point where New Zealand and Finland are right now. It's, there are no clear features on the way to the control, and you have to climb up the hill, and it's like behind the first hill, the first control, and you need to be really precise with your compass all the way to the control.
Maybe they are seeing also the control number 9, which is along that way to the first control.
Yeah, we, of course we don't see it on the
there
tracking.
is only the number on the screen.
On the course we have only the first loop drawn on the map, and on the second loop you may notice that they are right now running through the 9th control, which is on the last loop. And we know that the runners are having only one map. They don't have any map change, so of course they have the 9th control drawn on their maps.
And that will make it easier.
Yep, that's true. They might have a slight advantage on the last loop.
Yeah.
Now we will get a nice replay of the start, filmed by a drone. Really nice pictures, and you see the people who are following the race. That's not everyone back there behind the start. There are many people also here, as you see.
Yeah.
Hundreds of people are following the race on site.
Yes, and that's nice. We will have a great feeling and atmosphere here.
Yeah.
Especially when the competitors are running through the competition center.
Yep, they are having
after the first loop.
Yeah, maybe we forgot to mention, but they are having a run through, passing through the arena after approximately 20 minutes, and after that they are having 10-minute last loop. And for the ones who are only now started to follow the live stream, this is the men's race going on, started 13:30 and the finish time, and the women's are starting in 1 hour and 9 minutes. So we are having the men's on the last leg when we get the start of the women's, so we can fully concentrate on the men's race first, and then after that we go to the following the women's race.
And as we can see, all the favorites have punched the first control quite smoothly.
It seems like Akseli Ruohola has been able to drop the other teams on his forking, and surprising to see that the Swedish second team with Jesper Svenskis has already lost approximately 30 seconds, I would say, to Akseli Ruohola.
And I'm looking also the full tracking, and then I can see that together with Finnish team there is Czech team also.
Yeah, one of the favorites definitely also today. And on the first loop we will have hopefully a working radio control with some pictures also. Yesterday we had slight problems with the radio control and with the pictures there. It was sort of a slow motion control there. Hopefully it works slightly better today. I'm not I have no idea on which control it is, but I suppose it's either third or fourth control in today's race.
But the slow motion was nice to look at, a perfect running technique and a punching technique, and it was a good thing.
Yeah. So
now the second controls, they are quite tricky, and now they are near of each other, so there will be small mistakes.
Yeah.
Take some time.
Maybe.
Seems like Finland, from the strongest teams, has already punched his second control there.
Yeah.
And the others are about to head towards theirs, but it seems like no one is having any problem.
Any problem? Yeah, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
And the third control is not so easy either.
Yeah. And of course
between those green areas, that small hill.
And the greens in Finland are not that easy to spot, and the border between green and white isn't as clear as it can be in some Central European countries, and it basically means if there are green and white that it's more diffuse there and definitely
and slower to run.
More difficult. Seems like France is taking it really well.
Maybe he's alone there.
And here are the teams, and the numbering is based on last year's results, and you can basically see based on the number what place the nation achieved last year.
At the first radio control, we don't know which control it is, but it should be at 2.1 kilometers in the.
But the official intermediate control is 2.1 kilometers from start.
A big group of runners.
Yeah, that's going to be the TV control also.
Yep.
At the moment, all 67 runners
must be the fourth control. They have already passed the third control, and
then it's the forking on that quite open area. That control number 5 and.
At the moment, but it looks very much, if we are to believe what the GPS says, that France and
we see France leading the rest by some seconds. Seems like Mathieu Perrin is pushing really hard. Yeah. I think France was the favorite for the first leg, at least based on the results earlier this week.
Yeah, but as you can see, there were 25 teams and inside of 50 seconds, so it's quite together, as we can see there.
There was
forest.
France.
Yes.
And there is Switzerland. France has slowly pulling away. It's like 10 seconds the gap, and this is Switzerland who has started really well. We were suspecting whether Nick Gebert is good choice for the first leg, and obviously he is.
Finnish teams.
Yeah, both Finnish teams. Yeah. And this is the first Swedish team.
Great Britain.
Yeah, and we know that they are having Alex Chepelin on the second leg, and who has
very strong runner.
Really solid races. 3 times already in top 10 this week.
Yep.
Also USA with Anton Salmekylä, who changed over in the leading pack last year in JWOC Relay in Switzerland. Portugal also there. We had yesterday during the long distance Portuguese coach, and also the sixth on the sprint, Ricardo Esteves Ferreira, on the interview in the studio, and the coach told that they are really happy if they can place within the top 15 today, and interesting to follow Portuguese success today and how they will do.
Yes. And the Portugal's number is 25.
Here we see a tracking again, and there is different route choice taken, and a tricky forking on the 5th control as well.
Yes, they're quite close of each other, those 3 controls, so the mistakes are not going to be very big, I think. Yeah. This is quite open area.
Visibility should be really good up there.
Yeah.
But seems like France is really pushing hard, and might be that Mathieu Perrin is able to make a small gap to the other teams at the first changeover.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how much the lead is on the passing through.
Yes. Now there we can see that Finnish team and Norway and Switzerland are going together, but Finland has a different control. Naksei Ruohola has their first one with letter F.
Yeah. Seems like most of the GPS dots just died there. And
there's also that high cliff on the left side of the control, so there will be some kind of marking.
Yeah, that will ease up the control picking of control D, I think.
Yeah. And it's also on the competitors' map, and it's marks on the terrain.
Yeah. And seems like France is taking his control really smooth. Haha, and we have some more pictures.
Yeah, it's the fourth control.
Yeah, still, yeah. Some ladder teams approaching the fourth control there, but they are already several minutes behind the lead. But unlike we expected that someone would probably have problems on the first walking, seems like everyone has picked their own really well.
Yeah, very smooth orienteering. So,
Yeah.
but now I think that the France is going
Slightly
Yeah.
optimal start from the leg.
because
exit.
you have to come back and take the path, and now the Finnish teams are going quite smoothly over that open area to that path, which they use also in yesterday's race,
Yeah,
the second
they
last
must-
control.
Yeah, there must be tracks going there.
Yeah,
And seems like France has lost his lead.
yeah,
But of course his fifth walking was also the longest one.
yes. But
So-
the direction from the control wasn't so
was
good.
bad,
Yeah. Maybe lost 50 seconds or something like that.
But that will be a slight advantage for France in later in the relay, that they have already now taken the long forking on the fifth.
Yes, and the Finnish guys have the shortest one.
Yeah.
But of course that cliff is just in the middle of that line.
And one of the very big favorites, Sweden, seems to be already almost 1 minute, or
Yeah.
approximately 1 minute behind the lead.
Yes,
We missed where he.
but the tail is only 30 seconds, so
Sorry,
maybe
it's not that much.
yeah,
30
maybe it's 40 seconds
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. But soon we will have the runners in that.
the passing through. Yeah.
Yes,
We remember that GPS is always like 30 seconds late compared to the reality, so we will really soon get them on this control we see on the control,
yeah.
the pictures.
And there's a big audience here.
And there it is, Akseli
Yes.
Ruohola, the first one.
Finland is leading right now, and
No other teams yet coming.
yes,
Adopted it as Finland.
Seems really relaxed
yes,
and concentrated.
the speed is not so high there.
Yeah,
And so it is.
but really impressive lead by Akseli Ruohola. Somehow
That's
he was
interesting.
able to
Yeah,
pull away from the rest of the pack.
and the audience is giving applauses here, and the
There's
flags
Norway.
are waving. And the Norway
Yeah,
and the France, yes.
third and the second Finnish team.
And there goes Akseli Ruohola.
Also Russia,
Switzerland, yes.
Czech Republic, I suppose,
And Norway.
Another Norway, and then also Great Britain was there.
Yeah. And now Akseli Ruohola is going to the second loop. And there is our cameraman Mikko Eerola, who is running behind Akseli, and now they're going to the same starting point and start the second loop.
Yeah,
Great Britain.
we can tell that Great Britain was pushing really hard by Alex Kargas on the run through. He was able to pass other runners here. Also Tommy Hayes from New Zealand has
Yes.
started really well.
Yeah, and Sweden's second team there also.
United States and Czech Republic
Wojtek
also,
Sykora.
and the
There's Sweden first team.
Sweden first team is passing our studio right now.
Maybe 10 seconds after the Swedish second team.
Yep.
And there is the Portugal number 25.
Has started really well also.
Yep.
Simply no problems for the majority of the teams, and
Yeah.
been really tight race so far.
And the favorites are all
there, yeah.
Yeah. But little gaps. Number 16 there, Canadian runner Jan-Erik Ness.
And here we are going to see the mistake that what Sweden 1 did, where he lost some time, 40 seconds approximately. Seems like he was too low and
Yeah.
just missed the controls by some meters.
Yes.
That's where Sweden lost that 40 seconds that he was behind.
It looked so good.
And this is the starting point, and we see runners coming here.
Yes. And Akseli Ruohola has also already passed that place and going to the control number 8.
We can tell from the GPS that that's a really tricky forking in a dense area.
Yeah. It will be totally different visibility there than in the first part of the course.
The last, here we see in the GPS.
And Finland's going to have the longest one now, the green area, that stone.
And instead France is having the shortest one, so there might be a formula that if you have the long one at the 50, you are going to have the short one at the 8, which is quite clever, I think.
Yeah, but just after that control there is nice route choice to really, the control number 9. Yeah.
And when the route choice leg starts from a forked control, so the other teams might not see each other and what route they are choosing. So
yeah, that's true.
Right in the heels of
interesting to see.
And the situation can be changed there.
2.2
Akseli Ruohola is coming quite
well.
Quite well, yeah. And maybe he is taking after that control the black road, which is short from the control, and then running the right road choice to the control number 9.
You were so wrong. He seems to head north from the control. So, but anyway, seemed to have no problems there. Even though the visibility is really low in there.
Yeah.
We can tell also Norway was able to find his control really well.
And now it looked like France, the Finnish second team, they are going to south, and Akseli Ruohola is coming back north.
Yeah.
There is 2
different route choice taken by the teams.
Yeah.
And really interesting to see the Switzerland by Nick Gebert from the B control. He is taking the north option, even though the others from the B are heading to the south.
South, yeah. Norway is going very strong now.
Yeah, seems like Norway has been able to make a small gap there, half a minute to Finland.
But I think when they come into the road, Akseli Ruohola will see the Norway runner maybe in front of him. Of course, the 9th control is very easy to take from that left route choice.
Yes. Here we see second leg runners warming up already.
Yeah, the second loop is not so long.
Yeah, approximately 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So within 6 minutes, I think, we can expect.
And the legs are quite short now, and it will be very tough and tight competition. And I think that the medals will be clear just after the last leg.
Yeah. Gonna be a really thrilling last leg, I suppose.
Yeah. Of course, it's easier to make a mistake when you're alone in the second leg.
That's true. We see that Norway is leading Finland 1 on the left route choice by 18 seconds, and also we saw that Sweden has lost some more time. Walking most likely. Was only approximately 40 seconds down, and now already 150 down on Norway.
And it's not easy to run when you are behind, and you know that the first runners are not near of you, so it's easy to make more mistakes or speed is going slower.
Yeah, but we shouldn't forget Sweden. They have the 2 medalists from yesterday.
Yes,
on the last 2 legs. So
Super Siemens.
Yeah. Anything can happen on the last 2 legs.
But it seems that maybe the groups are becoming a little bit smaller, and there are gaps between the runners, so maybe also the physical things will be affect now.
Yeah, yes. Seems like Norway will have a cap on the teams who are having the southern option, the right option towards the 9th. And
maybe the left one is a little bit shorter and going more direct.
Yeah. Taking the control from left, as you said, is definitely easier as well.
Yeah.
We see Alex Chepelin there warming up.
He will be a very interesting name on that second leg.
Yeah.
It depends how good is the British first leg.
And we can tell from the GPS that Norway has just punched the 9th control. There, Finland right behind.
50 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 10th control is not so difficult either. There is a big grey area just before the control, and it's open.
But should be really nice. Nice the forest down there.
Yeah. What about the second last?
You mean the route choice to 11?
Yes.
Interesting to see. The road is of course really fast, but the terrain, it's a bit green in the straight option, so it's really difficult to estimate
and
on the map.
There will be maybe some tracks from Fin 5 Orienteering Week runners from south to north. Yesterday's race was coming that little bit south from that control 11. So
you mean that from the road you?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
But I think that the course setter has been very carefully when putting this control. So maybe. But it's interesting if you come in the last leg and you are in the same situation with some other teams on that 10th control and then to the 11. But we will see that on the last and third leg.
No problems for any teams at the 9th control.
Maybe Ruohola is taking the left.
Yeah, seems like Norway is taking the straight option there.
Yeah. Ruohola has run that same road. This is third time.
Yeah. He knows the road now already.
This is interesting to see, especially when we are thinking about the last leg and maybe the fight for the medals. So
yeah, this might be really decisive in the end. Really interesting. You have the chance to make the game here.
That area on that 11th control, it's same kind of forest as we saw in the starting point camera. It's quite open, but those contours, they are not so clear and not so high hills, and you have to be carefully on your with your direction to the control.
Choices to the next control, and within about 2 minutes.
Only 2 minutes or 2 to 3 minutes, and we will get the first ones to the changeover. Norway seems to be the first one, maybe together with Finland.
Yeah.
We see also Switzerland and Great Britain taking the road. No surprise, Alex Kargas from Great Britain, we know he's a strong runner.
Yeah.
He's taking the road and can use his speed on there.
And there will be an interesting pair if Sweden and Great Britain is together in the changeover, because there is Switzerland Pascal Pux and Great Britain Alexander Zeppelin, so there is very good runners. Maybe together.
Is the Spanish, Lithuanian, Italian team with Jesus Rodriguez Corvano.
Norway is running good.
Yeah, seems like it's really fast. On the straight option as well, the forest is fast, so no big difference there. We remember Norway was leading Finland by 15 seconds at the 10th control.
Yeah.
And the difference seems more or less the same in here.
And they're running fast, as we can see on the tails. And now we are waiting the teams to the last control. And there is a Norway. Yes. he will be the king of the first leg, but only a few steps behind there is Akseli Ruohola. These two teams are together.
Seems like Akseli Ruohola has been able to catch few seconds on the last kilometer.
There is two teams and we cannot see the others yet, so these two will get some time gap.
Yeah.
France, Mathieu Perrin.
Perrin is going to change over as third.
And his speed is very good there in the final sprint. And the second team of Finnish runners, yes. Very good leg also from that Finnish runner.
Tuomas Heikkilä.
Yes.
He's experienced first leg runner and he has previously done really great first legs on Jukola, for example.
And the Russian.
Really great sprint by the Russian.
Yes. Daniil Kashin.
Yeah. Also Alex Karkas from Great Britain and Swiss, Nick Gebert there.
The Czech second team, Jan Bender.
Yes, and the Czech second team is also there with number 41. And there is the Norway, the second team, 54. These four teams are together right now.
Yeah.
And now Sweden, second team is the next one. But the time gap is over a minute and this is the second team. So not so optimal situation for Sweden after first leg.
Yeah, we saw the first team having some troubles also in the beginning of the last loop.
Yes.
Will be interesting to see what's the gap.
Maybe 1.5 minutes.
The Czech Republic.
And not yet the Swedish first team. There's Sweden first team also.
Yeah, it might be a bit more. And we see really fast sprint by the Ricardo Esteves Ferreira from Portugal.
Yes, I heard at 1500 meters it's like 3:57 or something like that.
So
he just proved to run that.
Yeah. He's showing his speed, nice to see.
And Tommy Hayes. And there
Isaac von Krusenstern and Tommy Hayes just together crossing the finish line.
But over 2 minutes.
Yep, and Krusenstern seemed tired there.
Yes. That's quite much. When we saw that the top runners didn't make any mistakes and the controls maybe are not so difficult.
Now we will have an interview with Akseli Ruohola, who changed over as second, only 2 seconds down on Norway.
Okay. Akseli, Finland first team, second in the changeover, 2 seconds behind Norway. You had a good run.
Yeah, it was a good run. I had a little longer forking after the arena passage, so Norway passed me there. But yeah, then I got him and it was fun.
You were running alone for some time. Where did you get away from the others?
Yeah, in the halfway in the first loop, I was maybe the 5th in the beginning, but then I took my own control and I was surprised that I was first.
Good run, thank you, and good luck for the team. Looking good.
Okay, thank you.
Russia.
Second team, Evgeny Korlevsky.
Seems like Akseli Ruohola enjoyed his race out there, and why not if you are able to do such a strong race.
Yeah, very stable performance from him, and it's a very good start for Finnish team.
Yes. Just saw Ireland also passing the Finnish Paul Bruzzina there. Probably strongest runner was starting, and quite a good start by Ireland as well.
Second team in place 27.
But United States, who had a really good start and was in the arena passage less than a minute behind, only crossing the finish line now, so probably had some troubles on the last loop.
Yeah, Anton Salmen kyllä.
4:18 since Norway changed.
Check out this route choice by Finnish first team.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's really interesting by Aleksi Sorsa.
Good self-confidence.
He's heading for the forking sea, and I cannot believe that that's a good option on that.
Yeah. It's a bit same kind that Olli Ojanaho did yesterday on that long leg.
Yeah.
He was running in the forest, but same direction as the road, and now we saw that Norway is maybe 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds ahead now.
This mistake by the Finnish first team gives the possibility for Norway to pull away.
Yeah, that's true.
Norway is having Elias Jonsson on the second leg. Yesterday's 10th on the long distance, so
yeah,
he definitely knows how to navigate in this forest.
That very strong third leg out on Heimdall.
Yes,
that last leg.
Yeah. On paper, probably Kasper Fosser, the first leg runner, was probably the weakest. So
yeah,
relatively good start by Norwegians if their weakest runner is able to come in as first.
Very good.
In place 37, Lithuania.
There are still teams coming to change over.
Estonia, Lauri Päkkinen for place 40.
Some bigger numbers, and there's also Lithuania number 18 right now. Marcin Bide, Rokas Lipniskas. And Estonia, Lauri Paan.
Yep.
There is 17,
also
Poland, yeah.
Marcin Biederman crossing the finish line. And a nice sprint by Australian first team. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, must be the Australian first team.
Not first, it's second team.
It's second team.
Sarah Day.
Yeah. And here we see that Finland lost to Norway some more seconds.
Yeah, it's maybe the 40 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
But Alexis Orsa is running quite good speed, I think so that.
Yes.
But the route choice was bad.
Seems like it's gonna be a really big pack after Norway's first team. Maybe Norway will be the lone leader and alone at the fourth control if he can do well the second and third control, and then gonna be a big pack chasing him.
And finishing here, Hungary second team, Mark Organi, and Italy, Lucas Fatscheider in places 43 and 44, 7.5 minutes behind the leader.
From that tracking we can say that still no big mistakes on first controls.
Maybe Czech Republic second team had a suboptimal route towards the A forking, but
and also Alexander Tepeli was taking the left route
for the B.
For the B, yeah. And as we can see, the Switzerland team, which was starting together with British guy, he's on that forking C and going faster.
Yeah, Switzerland has been able to catch France, who changed over as third.
And they are just behind the Finnish runner Alexis Orsa.
Yeah.
And now the Norway team has
found the second control.
Yes, the shortest one, and that's interesting because now he will get some more time gap.
Might be over a minute at the fourth control.
Yeah.
Elias Jonsson has had a really strong start.
Yeah, but also the Finnish second team in Russia is coming very well.
Yes.
Подойдите, пожалуйста, в инфо, для вас есть потерянные вещи.
Alexis Orsa is making his own decision there.
Also there, yeah.
But that's might be quite good. I don't think that there's big difference.
Yeah, I think that time-wise no difference in those route choices.
But Norway is going very well now.
Yeah, found the third control as well.
Yeah, and maybe we will see him on that fourth control and get some time also.
Seems like Russia is currently second and Finnish second team
third. But have they? Yeah. Yes, they were going quite strong.
Finnish second team with Topi Syrjäläinen.
Yeah.
And they are having Olli-Pekka Heikkilä as the last leg, so that's also a strong team.
Yeah, and now Zeppelin is taking his control, and maybe they are now together, that big group, which contains Finland,
Great Britain, Switzerland, Norway, second team, France, of course.
Yeah. Okay, now the Norway is choosing quite interesting route to the fourth control. Maybe he's a little bit too much on the right side of the line.
Yeah, and in the slow and green area, losing some time there.
Yeah, but there he comes. But the direction to the control is quite different than we saw in the first leg.
He probably lost a few seconds on this leg, but still a secure lead for Norway.
What do you think? Does he know that he's the first man?
I think he must know. He started first and he has had a really good start, and he doesn't see anyone ahead of him, so he must know he's first.
Yeah. And there we can see that the control number 3, there's 50 seconds Russia, 58 seconds Finnish second team.
Here is Russia and Finland's second team.
Yeah, they are coming better.
The control. Really good race by Russia so far.
Yeah.
They were last year 12th, so they have started really strong.
Especially the second leg now.
Yes. And then the big pack that we were waiting. Finland, France, Switzerland. And we see the Switzerland Pascal pushing really hard. And he has had a really good start. I think he might be the fastest so far.
Maybe.
Started 1 minute. Okay, with Elias Jonsson quite even.
Yeah.
Seems like others are having troubles following him.
Yeah.
It's a long queue there.
And now we know that the next control is also the forking, so maybe that big group will be go and have different controls. Norway is taking quite sure route choice there on left side.
That's really good route choice.
With good runnability, and you can go that highest point of that hill, and easy to keep that direction to the control. Did I see right that he has the shortest one?
Yes, he has. Yeah. So if they are evened out forking, so to say, he will have then the longest one right after the arena passage.
Yeah.
It seems like it's planned that way. We see the Swedish coach Mats Ströeng there. Mats was participating in 2001 in the World Champs in Tampere.
Yeah.
That's the last time World Champs were held in Tampere. And now as the coach here in JWOC.
Yes. And those 2001 games were quite close of this area also.
Very similar terrains.
Yeah.
Seems like the big pack behind Russia and Finland too is catching Russia and Finland too slightly.
Yeah.
They must have seen them somewhere there, the packs ahead, and are just pushing hard to catch them.
Yeah, respect the red line is that road choice for them.
With Valentin Shishkov, and he hands over to Bojan Ivanchikov.
The Norway has taken his
really well.
fifth control.
And now we have the situation here in the chase over. As we have said many times, Norway was the leader. Finland second and France third.
Yeah.
But 6 team Great Britain already 1 minute behind, so towards the end there were small gaps forming.
Yeah.
And then the surprising thing, Sweden won already almost over 2 minutes.
Over 2 minutes, yeah.
And a really great start by Portugal there with 11th.
Andries Schwartz, handing over to Kristi Fortage. And Belarus in place 57, Anton Levishenka. And the race
But I think that
will be continued by
the Sweden
Jakuski.
first team has run the better now on that second leg.
Yeah, Sweden one doesn't have catch at all so far.
Yeah.
Of course it's difficult, you're alone back there.
Yeah.
And you know the others are running together there and you should be able to catch those seconds, and when the others are making simply no mistakes, that's really difficult.
But Simon Hector is now maybe a little over 1 minute behind
the pack.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes, still 2 minutes behind Norway.
And now there is maybe some problems on the forking. Norway's second team and Finnish first team, but now Alexis Orsa is making a small mistake.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
Yes.
Losing only like 10-15 seconds there, but that's really long time in a race where the other teams are pulling away and missing nothing.
And now there's maybe one of the easiest control. You can run along that path and then
out of the forest.
Oh, but that's a really big mistake by Finnish first, because they had the D.
Yes.
And not E.
It wasn't his control at all, that E.
Might have been a mistake of 1 minute or so.
Yes.
That's really bad for the Finnish first team.
But now we have the Norway team on that spectator control.
Punching there, and they are going to have a lead of over 1 minute, I think, because Elias Juuson has had a really good race so far.
Very good.
Maybe the fastest at this point.
And now he will get the information, I'm sure, that he's the first man, and maybe some other information also, but it's always a little bit difficult if you know too much about your situation. Very strong running.
Yeah, very strong running. It seems like our cameraman has some troubles to follow.
Yeah. And maybe he will also see that there are no other runners when he's going to the starting points the second time.
Yeah, that's true. He can take a last look on the spectator control.
Yeah.
He sees that no one has yet punched there, and must be really good info for him.
And if he can get the flow on, it will be the bigger time gap on a changeover.
Yes.
If he gets out alone,
and the second team on the spectator control we should see real soon.
Here is one runner, but he's number 40, and
here we see.
Yes, there is.
Switzerland is now second. Pascal Buss has had a really strong run so far.
Yes.
Finnish second team and France also. Is it correct?
Yes, and the Russia number 12 also. There is 4 teams, and then it's a little bit gap, and there is also team number 9, which is Great Britain and Alexander Chepelin.
Yep. It seems like the further the games go, the less hair Alex Chepelin has on his hair, and the haircut was yesterday already really ugly, and now he's almost bald.
Yes.
Switzerland is 1 minute and 1 second.
But 1 minute behind the Norway.
Yeah. Russia seemed tired to my eye here.
Maybe.
Yeah. And now Norway's second team.
Yes.
And no Swedish teams yet on the spectator control.
And there is that the Finnish first team? Yes. Norway second team Herman Rien Martinsen.
And there's the Swedish, that's the Swedish second team also together with Finland one.
Yeah.
And the Swedish first team are only heading towards the control before the spectator control. I should be there in
and now it's not easy for Alexis Orsa, because he knows that he has made some mistakes, and the gap is now over 2 minutes.
And there is the big favorite Sweden. And Simon Hector there punching.
Is he looking a bit tired?
Yes, a bit.
Ah.
And a bit less than 3 minutes down, 2:47.
Little bit drink, and this is only 30 minutes race, so
everyone was expecting him to catch, but he has lost almost 1 minute more.
Yes. But that means that Elias Jonsson has been very strong.
Yes, and he looked really strong on the passage.
Because Hector's gap to the second place is about 1 minute and 40 seconds, 45 seconds. So
yes, that's true.
Great Britain, they have all about a minute faster time than the other teams.
We have to remember that this is the last day of these championships, so the runners have run all the races, and maybe it's a bit tired on the legs.
Yeah, of course, it's been a tough week.
Yeah.
Here the first team of Czech Republic also.
Yeah,
with
Thomas Krivda.
Yeah. 3:42 behind. 11 teams has now passed this spectator control on the second leg.
The time gap is quite big.
Yeah.
Because after the first leg it wasn't that big.
Gaps are starting to form, and
yeah. But now in the tracking there is something interesting on that 8 control. What is doing Elias Jonsson? Maybe he has already punched his control and taking the northest route.
Yeah, seems
choice.
like he had the P and he took the P well.
Yeah.
Now heading for the road.
Yeah. Maybe he can see the others now.
Yeah, that's true.
There's maybe 50 meters or something like that between those runners there.
Now really interesting to see if someone will have problems with these tricky controls. They are in the very dense area, and the visibility is low in there.
And as we saw on that first leg, maybe the northest way is the fastest.
Yes, yeah. Might depend a bit on the control what you are having on the 8.
Yeah.
Seems like France found his second control well. I mean 8 control well.
And Finnish second team also.
France, Great Britain and Switzerland seem to be heading to the road. We don't of course we don't know about Great Britain. He visited his control only there, and he seems to head north.
Okay, yes.
Denmark, Latvia, Portugal. For Denmark running Emil Schöjer posted. For Portugal, wow.
Now really many teams passing through the arena. There's a big pack. 10 or so teams passing through.
Mainly now the second teams of each country. And also there's number 7, Latvia, first team, Matis Sliksianis.
Yeah.
And there is Portugal. Still going quite strong. Portugal, number 25, Joao Novo.
Also Denmark, first team was there with Karl Emil Schöjer Kusted. And here we see some zoomed tracking from the control.
And maybe France and Switzerland, they have made something there.
Are they still looking for the?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, they haven't punched the.
They were together with Zeppelin on that control 8B, and now they will see Sorsa.
Sorsa has visited his C. He also had problems.
Yes.
But now Switzerland and France found it, and that was a really big mistake by the Swiss and by the French.
Yes, and now we saw that Sweden's second team is the only one who takes the right route choice along that road.
Yeah.
All the others have been chosen the left one.
And seems like Simon Hector having more problems there. Haven't punched his forking yet.
Yes, as you say that it's very difficult situation when you are alone and you know that you are behind and you have to push hard to catch the others. So
Norway's first team currently pulling
They
away
found
from the
their own
others.
forking surprisingly well on the first leg at this point, but at the second leg we got many mistakes there.
Yes.
Sweden, both teams in small troubles after the run through.
Norway is still going very strong.
Yeah,
It's over a minute, I think so.
no problems on his leg so far, and he's having a big lead.
At the same time as the GPS dots tell us that Norway's first team is still running.
But remember that
very fast.
the tail here is 30 seconds, and
Yeah.
the gap seems to be more than 1 minute to Finland too.
As you say, the Russian runner looked quite tired, and now
Smaller mistakes.
maybe he is a little bit trouble on that road.
Passing in front of us,
Maybe.
Denmark's second team.
But still on great third place there.
Yes,
He
absolutely.
found his 8th control really well, and that what counts on the relay.
Yes, that's true.
Joey Hardon warming up there was really unlucky yesterday. Missed the radio control there, never visited it, and was eventually disqualified due to that mistake.
Yeah, that was sad.
And Switzerland passed as second, but now they are maybe 1 minute behind the pack they were running with through the arena passage.
It will be quite interesting last leg if Switzerland and Finland is together on that exchange.
Thomas Laraya from United States.
Really interesting
2 seconds behind.
Yeah,
maneuver from Great Britain there.
yeah.
Alex Chepelin will definitely lose some
Yeah.
seconds there. What is he
I don't
thinking?
understand the reason why
Yeah,
he is going there.
If he can now turn back to the 9th control, he won't lose much. But
Norway is choosing the safe route to the 11th control.
I think that's a really clever choice.
Yes.
He knows he's leading. He has done a good
Yeah.
race, so
Maybe the direction from that control number 10 it's not
yeah.
the best one, but okay, it's some seconds only.
We again have the runners from the second leg to come to the changeover for the last leg. Passing here in front of us, Lithuania.
One really interesting additional thing we are following today is of course also that no runner ever has been able to take 4 golds in JWOC, and today both Olli Ojanaho and Simona Ebersold have that chance to take that 4 golds from the same JWOC championships, and right now it doesn't seem very good for Finland 1.
Yeah.
though.
And there is a little bit under 20 minutes, then the women's race is also ready to start.
Yeah. And Switzerland, of course, one of the biggest favorites there, so
Yeah,
Simona has that chance to take the 4th, but
Yeah.
of course they all need to have a good race.
yes, the
And the
relay.
relay, that's never easy.
Yeah, you need 3 runners and 3 smooth performances until you can celebrate gold medal.
Romania's Attila Saks.
Seems like Finnish second team and Russia are taking the straight option there.
Yeah,
Askarov.
as we saw in the first leg, it wasn't very big difference.
And at the 10th control, the gap from Norway down to Finland 2 is 1:15.
Yeah,
It's been more or less the same after the arena passage, but maybe 15 seconds more or so. So Jonsson has done a really strong run.
yeah. And the big favorites, Finland and Switzerland, the first teams, they are over 2 minutes now behind Norway.
Yep.
But maybe only Ojanaho and
Right in front of the audience.
Joey Hardon is together.
Hungary second.
Aha, that's interesting to see, of course. That would be a nice duo to follow on the
Yeah.
last leg.
And there we have Norway and
And now the Norway is on
Yes,
that last
punched the
control.
last control.
Yes,
leader after
very strong
Yeah, still
performance
looking really
today.
strong, Elias
Yes,
Jonsson.
absolutely.
Audun Heimdal.
And still the speed is very good.
Audun Heimdal about to start for the last leg. Audun Heimdal was second, took the silver medal on the middle and fifth on the long. He has been really solid in the forest races here.
Yeah. And he was also the last leg runner last year's JWOC when Norwegians took the 5th place. So he has also an experience about that last leg, and now the situation for Norway is really, really good.
Yeah.
We have to say that Kasper Fosser and Elias Jonsson had made a very good performances in the first 2 legs.
Yes, that's true.
More than 1 minute behind. You're very happy with your race.
Yes, it was
Now an interview with Elias Jonsson.
clean, and my legs didn't feel that good, but I think the others have made more mistakes than me.
Are you confident that Audun can maintain your lead and you'll take the gold?
Hopefully.
We'll see. Great run. Congrats.
Thank you.
And now we see Finland second team Topi Syrjäläinen at the last control together with Russia.
Yeah.
That's a really good race so far by the Finnish second team.
Yeah.
And Olli-Pekka Heikkilä on the last leg.
Yeah.
A really nice place to start.
Yes, it's very good chances for medal also. And the Russian is surprisingly good right now.
Yeah. We thought that they were tired on the arena passage, but it seems like the exact opposite is true. They had a really great race. Just like Alex Chepalin, who is now on the run-in.
Yes.
Alex Chepalin about to cross the finish line as 4th.
Yes.
So really great, once again a really great race.
And there's also the Norway second team, Herman Rue Martinsen.
So 2 Norwegian teams in top 5.
Yes.
And now the Finnish first team, Aleksi Sorsa.
And GPS tracking, we have to say that there is some problems, Switzerland and France.
Yeah, they are missing the second lap control, and Alex Sorsa has been able to overtake them.
Yes.
And now currently 6th in the changeover.
And this is the very good thing for Olli Ojanaho when we are thinking about that Joey Harden is a little bit behind.
Here we see a mistake by France and Switzerland to the second last.
Yes.
I think they were slightly ahead of Finnish first team before that mistake.
Yes.
Here in France, Fleury Roux.
Yes, and Pascal Bux also, and a Finnish sprint.
Switzerland had a really strong start on this second leg, but has had big troubles on the last loop.
Yeah, Joey Harden hasn't made so good performances here, and also in beginning of June when he was in Finnish test races, he wasn't so good. So maybe this is too much for the medal.
And now nice to see both Swedish teams on the running side by side. Simon Hector, Sweden, first team. And Anton Forsberg, Sweden, second team.
Really teamwork.
Yes, that's teamwork. But almost 4 minutes down.
Yeah, and 2 minutes from the medal position.
Yes.
And the time is
but still we have to remember that there is Emark, who is very strong runner.
Ladies must be there in time because we have a lot of runners.
Yes, Emark has already 2 medals from this JWOC. Definitely the strongest Swede during this week, running the last leg. Now an interview with Aleksi Sorsa.
Now you are 2 minutes 20 behind. Some problems today?
Yeah, I think I made a really stupid route choice on the first control, and I felt kind of bad physically. And when the other guys caught me, I think I sort of like panicked, and then I couldn't control my orienteering at all, and it was in my opinion, a complete disaster.
Well, you have Olli Ojanaho on last leg. Audun Heimdal of Norway started first, 2:20 ahead, but both Switzerland and Sweden first teams are behind. Do you think Olli can catch this 2 minutes lead?
Well, Olli is, I think, without a doubt, the best junior right now, so he's exactly the guy who could catch it, but I don't know, I think it might be a bit too big of a gap. It's such a short distance, but it's orienteering, so we will never know. We have to wait to the end.
Yeah, this is very exciting. Thank you, and we'll see.
Yes, thank you.
Alexis Sorsa was obviously really disappointed with his race. Had many problems there out on the course, and here we see a tracking on the start of the third leg.
Maybe there is some problems with Swiss runner Joey Harden. Maybe he's first running to the control number 8, and then he noticed that, oops, wrong loop maybe.
Yeah.
And there is also the tracks of that Fin 5 orienteering week. So
yeah, but now he seems to have corrected that mistake. Lost maybe 10 to 15 seconds there.
Yeah.
But not an optimal start by the Swiss.
Yeah.
At the same time, we see that Norway has taken the first control really smooth. Audun Heimdal is on his way to gold, and I think it's totally in his own hands. If he can do a smooth race, it's really difficult to catch Norway today.
Yeah, exactly. And as we heard from Alexis Sorsa, he said himself also that the route choice to the first control was bad, and it's always when you're having the bad start, it affects the whole course, I think so. And now the Sweden second team is making the same kind of route choice, and the France is also having a quite interesting choice. That's
really
not so bad, but
really interesting choice by France.
Yeah.
Yeah, France is having the A control also, so he should definitely have taken the road all the way.
Yeah.
And gone north side of the field.
Yeah. But maybe he's going the south side of the field and going that path, so it's easier to find the control from there, maybe.
Yeah.
Finishing here is
I don't see any other reason.
In place 14, Slovakia,
Denmark about to finish here. Karl-Emil Scheuer Kuvsted.
And also Slovakian, Dusan Slama, and 15 Hungary.
Yeah. Mihaly Ormai.
Yeah. Switzerland second team, number 58.
Also Czech Republic second team by Libor Černočky.
And 52 Latvia second team, Walter Reneslacis. And then Austria, number 10, Nicolas Kastner.
Seems like Austria haven't had a really too good start for their race.
Also arriving from the last control to the changeover, Germany, Colin Oliver, and New Zealand, Evan Beckman.
The Finland and Russian teams, they have different controls,
but they have a nice control of the race so far, I think.
And
no
also the Finnish second team is going quite smoothly.
Yeah. But Norway's lead is impressive now.
Yeah.
It's I think Audun Heimdal has been able to increase the lead.
Maybe.
Audun Heimdal is doing a good job. He's keeping the distance ahead of Russia, Finland's second team, Norway's second
basically
team.
Every team in the lead found the first controls without any troubles.
Yeah. As we have seen in the first and second leg also, nice. The boys have done quite good work, and technically.
At these forkings, yes. But at the 8th control we have seen many problems.
Yeah.
Might be that Norway's second team is currently second.
Yeah.
Ladies that are starting in about
it's interesting. The British and the Norwegian runner, they have the same second control, but totally different route choice there.
Yeah.
The Norwegian is taking quite sure route from that right side along that path.
Which one of them is the better cook?
Of course, might be that Russia and Finland, Finland's second team are ahead of Norway at the third control. Norway second team has to still climb up the hill to his second control, and we are waiting for Audun Heimdal to this fourth control. And unlike the Norwegian second leg runner, Audun Heimdal seems to have a really good right direction.
Yeah, there he is, yes.
From the first leg. Norway, and with number 103, Victoria Heistad-Dørstad.
Taking the control really well, and he looks relaxed.
Very.
Adapting very well to the Finnish terrain in Tampere.
No hurry.
He knows the situation now, and he knows also that he has made a quite solid race until this control, and the next one is a bit difficult control, but if he continues like this, yes, now only Ojanaho has the shortest forking, and he is running away from Norway's second team and Finnish second team, I think so.
Yeah, seems like Olli has also started really fast, but
maybe the gap is too big now.
Yeah, I definitely think it's too big if Heimdal is able to do a good race.
Yeah. And the girls are starting about 4 minutes.
Yes.
Over 50 teams there also.
We know that Norway first team and Audun Heimdal is having only approximately 3 kilometers left, and for Olli Ojana it's definitely too much to catch 2 minutes on the last 3 kilometers if Heimdal is having no problems. I think so.
What do you think? Does they give the information of time gap here when he is running through the competition center?
I think it's quite individual. Maybe depends a lot what he wants to know, and if he wants to know, I guess they will tell him the gaps, and he can do it. Two secure choices on the last leg.
Does Olli Ojanaho have some problems because they are now together with?
Seems like he probably
made a little mistake on that third control.
There's a group now together. Of course, Olli is still leading there, but he's pushing really hard.
Really hard, yeah. The speed is unbelievable good.
Norway second team there, and I think also Finland second team should be.
4 minutes for the ladies to start.
And Russia, of course, yes. Russia is there.
Not opened the maps yet.
And then we are waiting Olli-Pekka Heikkilä also. He is a little bit on the left side of that line.
Different route choice there.
Yeah.
But we have to remember that only one team per nation is counted in the official results.
Yes.
So.
109.
The Norway
one Norway and one Finnish team is going to be somehow disqualified. Not, I don't know the correct wording for that, but
in that official result list, maybe. And there we see also the girls' first leg runners. There were Finland and Lotta Eerola.
Many candidates for the medals, just like in men's relay. Many strong teams, and the numbering here as well, according to last year's results. Switzerland won last year, just like in men's category. Finland was second, Norway third, Sweden fourth. Here we see the line of the runners.
Yeah.
Starting the ladies competition with 111, Ukraine.
Here we see Poland with the number of 146. That's the numbering with the Polish team is not correct today, but they were 7th last year.
Yeah, there was something about the registration or something like that. That's why the number is 146, but they're on the first row on that place which they gained last year.
Yes.
But Severi, if we are honest, will there be any other favorite than Switzerland.
Of course, the Swiss team is really strong. They have the whole trio of the Swiss first team has placed top 10 in both of the forest distance season disciplines. So they are the number one favorites, I think. But it's relay and the legs are short. It's 30 minutes expected for each leg, and I think physically many teams are able to hold on there.
And as we saw also in Estonia in JWOC Relay, it's always it's not so easy to run when you have big pressures and you are the member of the national team, especially when you're in junior age.
On the men's third leg. It's 30 seconds to start for the ladies. 30 seconds for you ladies.
But there are two really strong starters based on the result earlier this week. Norway's Victoria Hestad Bjørstad has been 4th and 6th this week. Also Valerie Abiser 7th and 10th.
Yeah.
Few seconds to the start.
4, 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go!
And now the ladies are also started. They have started their own race, and
like
Norwegian is the fastest. As you said.
At the same time, passing here in front of the audience as the ladies.
Sweden's first team with Lisa Jonsson Nordin was there right behind.
And now we have also the Norway men's team leading when passing this, running through the competition center now.
Yeah, Audun we can see Audun Heimdal passing our studio right now.
And now it's interesting to see how long is the time gap, and as we can see on the tracking, there is it's way over a minute.
Yes, 1.5
minutes.
More than 2 minutes.
Okay, yes.
It will be more than 2 minutes, and Finland first team and Olli Ojana made a mistake to his forking there, and now Norway second team is currently at the second place. Yes. Also, I think Russia probably currently the third, and then Finnish second team and Finnish first team together.
Yeah, Olli-Pekka Heikkilä has run
really
quite well,
Yes.
And Olli Ojana made a mistake in the same control as we saw earlier. Alexis Sorsa was making his own mistake.
Norway's second team.
Or that same forking, not same control.
Finland's third team and Finland's second team.
Here we see pictures from the start point, and all the Finnish team, I mean Finnish team, but all the women's team starting there.
And the Norwegian guy is chasing all of them.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully starting for his own forking instead.
Yes, not running behind the girls.
Seems like Norway second team has a small gap down to the other teams there.
And New Zealand second team.
And then Russia and both Finnish teams in the back together.
Yes.
Then France 1 minute down.
So can we say that
out of the forest.
The medal
is yes, because there's
we don't know the medal teams, but it seems like the nations
are clear.
Yes.
Yeah, and there is the Norwegian second team.
That's a really great team performance by Norway so far today.
And in second place,
but there is Olli Ojana also.
Yes, and Russia.
Olli-Pekka Heikkilä, yes.
Yeah. And then Russia there.
Yeah.
Here we see Norwegian second team passing our studio, and some seconds behind Olli Ojana and Olli-Pekka Heikkilä from Finland are
running together.
Our studio right now.
And now the Russian guy also maybe 30 meters behind, and when we say that he looks tired, it's
yeah, he does, but there is without any mistakes seems like it's gonna be a medal for sure for us also.
Yes.
I'd like to remind that in the official results there will be only.
And now the 8 control, which has been maybe the most difficult control
at the moment also.
Might be a decisive control also on this last leg.
Yeah.
Interesting to see which kind of gaps are made at the forking at 8th.
Yeah.
Two Finnish teams, two Norwegian teams, and a Russian team, and the next one out of the forest is France.
And the gap is now over 2 minutes.
Yes, Audun Heimdal has done a really good work.
Yeah.
On the last leg.
And without the big mistakes, he will be the fastest man to finish.
Here is also the French team with Guillaume Elias on the arena passage.
Yeah.
6th. 4th in the official results, just like last year.
Yes.
At this point.
And Sweden first team, and Switzerland. So
yeah.
there is Imark and
really
Hardor.
Interesting fight between Joey Hardor and Simon Imark.
Yes, but they are too much behind when we are talking about the medals.
More than 4 minutes behind. Yes.
2 minutes from that third place.
Without mistakes, they have no chance of taking a medal today.
That's true. And now the Norwegian guy, maybe he has punched already on that 8 control. We were looking at tracking.
And the 7th and the 8th team passing by here.
I think Heimdal picked his own 8th control really smooth.
Yes.
In place 7.
Seems like that.
Yeah. And he's choosing the right route choice. The shortest way.
Here we see Hardorn and Imark passing through and heading towards the last loop. Here you can see as well how Heimdal took his own forking to A control.
Yeah, very
without
clearly.
any problems.
Yes. He has made a very good performance.
Just like the whole Norwegian team, or the both Norwegian teams actually.
No big mistakes and very good.
But there's a different route choice by the Finnish teams. Of course they are having different controls as well.
Yes, and only Ojanaho is now having the shortest one. Maybe the shortest one. Of course, yes. If you're going north from that control, so the sea is there, then the shorter one. And there is many very big tracks from that Fin 5 weak runners there. So I think that both Russian, Finnish second team and Norway second team, they are running along those tracks. And now the Norwegian guy is making a mistake. Ooh.
The Norwegian second team seems to be heading totally wrong direction right now.
And there is no tracks, I think so.
I think he made a parallel error right there. He thought that he is by the hill of the B control.
B control, yeah.
And headed west
Definitely.
from there. But instead he should have headed more south. But
and now Ojanaho and Heikkilä is together again.
Maybe a small mistake by Ojanaho to the B control there.
He lost that white stripe between those green areas and dense forest. And now they are going the road on south. So.
And the next team to pass here in front of the audience.
And Russian
second team.
GPS died.
Yeah, we have no tracking from Russia right there. It seems like Ojanaho is now pulling away from Heikkilä there on the road.
Yeah.
There is a small gap of 10-15 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. And now Russia is back and they are heading north.
Yes.
Really interesting route.
Yeah.
Now.
As we have seen that the left one might be the fastest. But
at least from the C control that Russia had.
Yes.
That's a really good choice by Russia there.
Right after the changeover.
And when you are getting closer to the control number 9, it's much better terrain and easier from that left side than right side or the south.
It seems like Norwegian second team has, I think, they have found
the control, yes.
but heading slightly to the wrong direction from the forking.
And I can say from that women's competition also, the Norway is going there also very strongly. She's running to the second control. I think that she is alone, Victoria Hestad Björnstad.
And here we see Norwegian team taking the 9th control there without any problems. Only 3 controls left now.
And now only Ojanaho made a mistake. He's making a mistake too early from that road.
Yes, that's true.
I think that Olli-Pekka Heikkilä is getting closer again. They have some the speed is not so high than Olli Ojanaho, but Olli-Pekka Heikkilä is making a smoothly orienteering.
Really interesting route choice, by the way, by the Swiss team now. Joey Hardor is taking a straight option there, which we haven't seen anyone taking before.
And it's very green area, but his GPS is going quite.
Yeah, tail looks quite long. Surprisingly fast option, that one.
Yeah, when you look at the map, it's not the best way.
In the last changeover, in phase 53, handing over to Inamo.
Olli-Pekka Heikkilä he took the right road but was not able to catch Ojanaho.
Yeah.
Ojanaho seems to be pushing really hard right now.
Yeah. Heimdall made a little mistake on that 9th control.
Yeah,
but
maybe
it's
5 to 10 seconds,
yes.
but found the 10 really well.
Yeah. And now it's only the 11th, the second last control, so I think that he will take the left one.
And now we have a replay of the women's start with the drone again. Really nice pictures, aerial pictures of the arena and of the start.
Is it Norway's second team or is it any of the Swedish teams?
And as we saw in the start, Norway started really fast.
Vaikuttaa siltä, että Suomi on hivenen lähempänä rastia, mutta rasti on löydettävä ensiksi, että voidaan todeta, miten vahva on.
Passing through in front of the audience are the both Czech teams, Austria, France.
And now some tracking of the women's race here in between. Norway leading and Switzerland second, just how we expected on the first leg. Sweden won right behind and Russia also in the game, but then there's a small gap to the other teams.
Yeah.
In the men's competition, we are waiting the winner out of the forest within a minute and a half.
Pari minuutin kuluttua hopeamitalisesti joukkuetta vaikuttaa siltä, että se on Suomen ykkönen.
And now I can say about Audun Heimdall's way to the 11th control that he is leaving that road quite early, but
yeah, he took the left option on the second last control, and here we see.
Maybe he is leaving the road too early.
Yeah. Of course, he has time to make a mistake.
Yes.
1 minute 41 seconds gap down to Olli Ojanaho, who's current second at the 10th control.
Yeah. And now Heimdall's direction is quite good.
Yeah. I think he will take it just fine.
Yeah.
He has done a really good work so far. Maybe he just noticed that the forest is so fast there that he can take a straight line from there. But as we see, we saw Swiss and the French doing a mistake here on the second leg, so of course it's possible, but it seems like Norway right now takes the second last control and heading towards the last control on the field.
Yes, now we are waiting and there they are.
Yes.
Clear code for Norwegian team.
That's a really impressive performance by the whole team, and they really deserve this goal today.
Yeah. Kasper Fosser, Elias Jonsson, Audun Heimdall, the Norwegian team.
Yeah. Last year the Norwegian team was
The 5th place.
Was 5th, yeah.
Yeah.
And now taking the gold, they really deserve it. A great performance by the whole team.
Yes, very solid runs, all 3 guys.
They are really happy and really great to see Norwegians.
Yes.
It is a duel between Finland and Russia for a silver medal. Right now, Finland and
Olli Ojanaho is getting closer. That control number 11.
Yeah, but Russia is not far behind.
No, maybe 20 seconds.
So Olli Ojanaho really has to find the second last control before he can celebrate the silver.
Yeah, but I think that Olli is now on that control and
he takes it really well.
Yes, the silver is clear.
Yep.
And at the last control, Finland and the silver medalist, Olli Ojanaho.
Olli Ojanaho did a really great last leg. That's a really strong run on the last leg. He was
last year's relay, the Finnish team was in 3rd place, so
now a silver.
Yeah, I think that it's very good result for the whole team.
Yeah, but no 4th gold for Olli Ojanaho, so no one in the history has ever been able to win the 4th gold, so that's yet to be won.
Yes, we have to wait.
We have another chance in the women's relay, Switzerland, but
yes.
Finland now taking the silver in the men's category.
Yes, Akseli Ruohola, Aleksi Sorsa and Olli Ojanaho.
But that wasn't any perfect performance by the team. At least Aleksi Sorsa on the second leg had many troubles there.
As he said himself that the bad route choice to the first control and a few mistakes also. But the Russian team, surprisingly 3rd place, I said.
Yes, last year 12th, so that must be a really happy 3rd place for the Russians. Really great performance by the whole team. They were fight for the medals all the race from the very beginning.
Yeah, and no any other medals for the Russian.
Yeah, not yet on this game.
Yes.
We got also the Finnish second team in the finish as 4th, but as we know, they are not counted in the official results. But a great team performance by the second team as well. Really strong. And in case the first team wouldn't have been second, then Olli-Pekka Heikkilä and Finnish second team would have secured the bronze.
The bronze.
That was a really strong performance by Olli-Pekka Heikkilä.
And now we can see also on that tracking that there is something happening in the second last control. There is Sweden first team, Norwegian second team, and also the French team.
And Switzerland, that's going to be a really interesting finish. That's going to be a Finnish sprint now.
Yes, and maybe the Hardon is the first.
Sweden
yes.
is ahead, but Hardon right behind. That's a really tough, tight finish by Simon Imark and Joey Hardon.
And this is very short, that Finnish sprint, so maybe...
But seems like Switzerland is catching meter by meter, but Imark takes it.
Yes.
And Switzerland right behind.
And then it will be France.
That's 4th and 5th place.
Yes, and France is the 6th place.
France takes the 6th ahead of Norway too, but of course Norway too isn't calculated in the official results.
Yes.
But a really good performance by Norwegian second team as well.
In 5th place Sweden, in 6th place Switzerland, in 7th place.
It was very interesting that second last control where all the teams except Switzerland was making a mistake.
Yeah, Hardon was able to catch up there, and here we see the differences in the finish.
Yes.
Hardon lost
he had
by
his
1 second.
own route choose from that left side.
Yeah. French team also, they're really close. Only 10 seconds behind Switzerland.
Yep. And now we are going to move on that women's competition.
Yep, it's been going on already for 17 minutes. I think we can expect really soon for the first arena.
Yes, because the Norwegian runner and Swiss runner, they are coming to the control number 6, which is just before that passing through this area.
And seems like Norway is leading by half a minute, and here we see the tracking. Norway is leading maybe by 25 seconds to Switzerland, and those were the two teams we were expecting to do really well on this first leg.
Yeah. This is same kind of course than we had also in the men's class that controls.
Yeah, the profile of the course is more or less the same.
Yeah.
The forkings on the first controls are, I think, exactly the same. And then also this fifth control we see in the pictures is exactly same forking as men's had.
Yes, only that second loop is shorter in women's course, and they have the different controls on that just after the arena passing.
Yeah, that's true. And I think we can expect Victoria Hestad Björstad to the field right now, and I think we have her already on the field. Yep.
Yes.
There she is. And she's alone. And we can tell from the GPS that Valerie Abischer from Switzerland is
making a little mistake.
A small mistake on the control right before the arena passage, so the gap will be more than 30 seconds.
Quite good start for Norway. One gold medal, and then
again,
they're leading a ladies race also.
And we see that Sweden got caught up Switzerland when Swiss was making a 20-second mistake.
Yes.
So the gap will be almost 1 minute to the next one.
Yeah.
And Norway's Victoria Hestad Björstad has had a really good race. And
now
saw there Valerie Ebischer from Switzerland already on the field.
Yeah, and now it looks like that in women's class there will be a bigger time gaps already in the first leg than we have in men's relay.
Yeah, that's true. But we have to remember that I think Victoria Hestad Björstad was the biggest.
Yeah, biggest name.
Yeah, in the Norwegian team, and she's running the first leg.
That's true.
So they really need. Of course, they are not bad, the ladder runners either. Ingrid Lundanes yesterday 9th, Mari Olausen yesterday 5th. They are really strong, of course.
Yeah.
But that's maybe a place where, for example, Switzerland, their current second, has a chance.
Hetken kuluttua saamme jälleen tuon tamperelaisen ratikan tuohon pysäkille ja sieltä tulee 15 joukkuetta vaihtoon.
And the next teams out of the forest.
There we can see Switzerland and right behind Sweden.
Yeah, and the time gap is now 55 seconds between Norway and Switzerland, and 58 seconds. Sweden and the Russian second team 1 minute 50 seconds behind.
That's
Russian
really
first team
start
also.
by Russia, but now we will have an interview with someone. I guess the Norwegian winner team. Yes, exactly.
First team, Mai Omir. Spain, Maria Prieto. Turkey, Erik Okse-Avci. Bulgaria, Maria Dermecheva. Czech Republic, Barbora Shalotska. Great Britain, Fiona Dunn. About 2 minutes behind the leader, Norway. Also Portugal, Julie Kessler out of the forest. 16
Since Norwegian guys, so far only silver by Audun, and now great victory. Really solid performance from the whole team. You were not maybe the biggest favorite, but they're bubbling under, and now you're gold medalists. We'll have short comments from each of you. Kasper, you had a bad start for the week, but now great feelings, I bet. How about your run?
Yeah, it was really great. I didn't have many expectations to myself today, as I ran pretty poor the rest of the week. So I went out with thinking of that this is my last chance, and now I have to give it my best. And I just ran, and I felt that my technique was okay, and at the end I figured out that I was first, and I just ran.
That sounds good. Elias, we had short interview right after you finished. I don't know if everybody heard that. Can you tell your running was really impressive, alone in the lead and completely controlled all the time, was it?
Yes, it was a very stable race. I didn't make any big mistakes, only some small 10-20 seconds, and yes, I felt good and we're running stable and finding the controls.
Great. Audun, were you prepared to go out alone today?
Yeah, I was prepared for going out in lead or behind. So I was really happy when I got that lead and could orienteer stable and let the speed decide how fast I was going to run.
We know you are not maybe absolutely fastest, but orienteering here has been really good. Were you confident that you can maintain your lead?
I felt a bit slow, but it was a stable race and good technically, so I'm really happy with the gold medal together with the team.
Congratulations. Now guys, victory roar please.
Yeah!
All right, congrats once again and go and celebrate.
So.
Also nice to hear Norway's comments from each of the runners. But right now we are concentrating on the women's race, and Norway is doing really well in there as well. Here we see Norway, and Victoria Hestad Bjørnstad has picked his forking really well. And now she has the last 4 controls left.
And now we can see that the women's second loop is a bit different than in men's class, and my opinion this is maybe the more difficult, technically demanding than in men's class. And there is the big pack, maybe 3 minutes behind, 2 minutes behind the leader. There is the Finnish teams, and there were some other teams like
there's a really
France.
big group there.
Yeah.
And also Great Britain there, 2.5 minutes behind. They had yesterday a really strong team performance in the men's long distance race.
Yeah. And one of
the women's, of course.
Yeah, and one surprisingly, Turkey was also there.
Yeah, really good start by Turkey, of course. And now an interview with Olli Ojanaho.
Now silver, you started 2:20 behind, was it 6th place? How did you feel? That was maybe a bit disappointing start for the team.
Nah, not really. It was quite good position to start, and I just tried to do my own work. I made a couple of mistakes to controls and run bad road choice, but yeah, it was very nice to run my last JWOC race here.
You were catching Norway a little bit at least, and then on the 5th control, that was the 4th control, you made a small mistake. There was a group of other runners behind you. Did that interfere with your concentration?
Yeah, and it was quite a tricky control. Yeah, there's maybe some trouble with concentration. I lost my focus, and I lost maybe 20-30 seconds or something.
Silver is anyway great achievement. You have now a total of 9 medals from JWOC. Is that correct? Are you counting?
Yeah, no, I'm not really sure. But yeah, it feels really good to get the silver in the relay. It's very difficult to get a medal at JWOC Relay, and yeah, I'm really happy to get to run this relay with Aleksi and Akseli.
Now you are heading for the seniors. You're also running World Cup in the next round. How about there? What are your goals for the World Cup?
Yeah, I haven't been thinking about that so much. I feel quite tired now, so I will take a couple of easy weeks and yeah, just rest and train easy and plan the autumn and yeah, set some goals for the autumn and next season.
Now it's time for celebrations and some rest. Congratulations for great championships and good luck in the future.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Great to hear Olli's comments as well. And meanwhile, it's only few minutes that we will get Norway to the changeover, and here we get a replay of the tracking at the first control on the last loop, and we see everyone taking their control so far really well. And this is the big gap we were talking about, which passed the arena, and seems like no one is having any problems.
Yeah, and the controls are very close of each other, so if you are on the right hood, you can't make a big mistake. But now I think that Norwegian girl has made the gap bigger, because
definitely
Sweden and Switzerland, they made a little mistake on that ninth control.
Yeah, they lost some time there, and the gap is now almost 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It was 1 minute in the arena passage.
So very strong performance by Victoria Hestad-Bjørstad.
So the gap exactly at the ninth control is 147 down to Switzerland, 154 down to Sweden.
And now I think that she is coming to the last control anytime.
Yep, should be on the field really soon.
And there will be Ingrid Lundanes on that second leg. So yesterday's 9th place and the middle distance 15, so quite strong runner also. And there is
Norway on the field already.
Yep.
And she's alone. That's a really strong race by the Norwegian girl. Only last meters left now to the finish line, and
still very nice. Nice running, a very good speed here.
Will be continuing for Norway on the 7th leg.
It was just 30 minutes that.
Yeah, and I don't remember any mistakes by her, so must have been a really good race.
Yes.
Just like the men's team did. No mistakes, full speed, no mistakes, and the prize is a gold medal.
Yeah.
And we know that Sweden and Switzerland are now heading towards the second last control.
And the women's course is kind of middle distance course, so there is just one little bit longer leg on that first control.
And here you see also in the tracking the gap down to others is big, and the big group with France, Russia second team, 2 Finnish team, Turkey, Bulgaria. They are 3 minutes behind.
Yes, and then there is bigger gap just before Czech team and the others.
United States are fighting for places 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30. Also Lithuania there.
There is some nice fight for the places in the men's category on the running. But we are waiting now for Switzerland and Sweden to the arena. They have found the second last control really smooth, and now I see Sweden.
Yes. She's a bit ahead of Swiss runner.
Yeah, I can't see any Swiss, but now we're on interview with Victoria Hestad-Bjørstad.
Went for the start, and then I already, by the start point, I looked back and there was at least 30 meters to the next one. I was so shocked, and then I just continued, and my legs felt great, and it was an easy course, so I had no mistakes.
Great run, congrats, and now we are taking the next ones. Thanks.
Thank you.
And there was Lisa Jonsson Nordin from Sweden crossing the finish line, and also Switzerland, Valeria Abischer. And I think Valeria Abischer did a few seconds mistake to the last control when she lost that 5 seconds, I would say.
Yeah, and then we are waiting that big pack, the big group of runners, including the both Finnish teams. And Victoria Hestad-Bjørstad said that the course was quite easy.
Yeah, if you are good, it feels easy. But the others seem to have troubles.
Yes.
And some more runners into the finish. I think there is the Finnish second team.
Second team, Inga Nurminen, yes. He's sprinting very...
With Denmark. Denmark is having a really strong team in the women's category. Of course, they have done really solid teamwork throughout the week.
Yes.
Almost always placing in top 20. Line Sederberg was running the first leg for Denmark, and now crossing the finish line together with the Finnish second team Inka Nurminen.
Yes.
Also France. Mile Bevier crossing the finish line, and then the Finnish first team by Lotta Eerola.
Yes, and Turkey.
Turkey there also.
Yeah.
Russia and whatever.
Yes.
Too many teams passing by, cannot take all them. But that's the gap is 3 minutes already to Norway.
That's true.
That was really impressive performance by Victoria Höstad Björnstad.
Definitely, yeah.
And the next teams arriving from the last control. The Czech Republic.
And now we have Czech Republic, Barbora Chalupska.
Also Great Britain and Fiona Bunn towards the finish.
Yes.
And now we see in the tracking a mistake to the last control by Spain, Switzerland second team, Denmark second team, and Russia first team.
Yes, and Austria, Ylvi Kastner also the changeover.
11 to 19 in the ladies competition.
But very many runners now finishing. Switzerland second team, Spain, Denmark, Russia. Now an interview with Valerie Ebischer.
Exactly. I had a very good start, and I could really manage to focus only on myself and do my race. But then I did a little mistake because I went to the wrong forking, and there I lost the Norwegian girl. And later in the second part of the relay there behind, it was quite tricky, and I made some mistakes there. Yeah.
Still fighting for the gold. We hope for Sofia and Simona to do a good job. Thanks you.
Thank you.
Valerie Ebischer sent out Sophie Bachmann to the second leg, yesterday's third, and we know that the last leg is Simona Ebersold with 3 golds this week. So if some team is able to catch Norway, it's Switzerland.
Yeah, that's true. And Russia, the first team, was just 1 moment to go here in changeover, so they are quite far away behind.
Yeah, but the second Russian team was
better.
Yeah, much better.
Control, and it looks like she was leading. Well, back another another leg perhaps on this leg. So
you can see the leg times on the right side of the screen.
Very close to the Finnish teams.
Meanwhile, also French second team finishing and Germany first team.
Yes.
On the run-in. We will get an interview with the Finns.
Suomen joukkueen nuorimmaiset saitte tehtäväksi avausosuuden reilu 3 minuuttia kärkeen. Tyydyttääkö tuo? Inka ensin vaihdossa ja saa ensin vastata.
No ei tullut mitään isoja, että pari semmoista pientä koukkoja. Olisi pitänyt juosta vaan lujempaa, mutta ei oikein vielä enää sitten lähtenyt. Kuitenkin ollaan monta päivää suunnistettu, niin paino kyllä jaloissa.
Entä Lotta?
No kulku oli mulla ihan superhuono, että en tiedä. Oli semmoista mönkimistä, mutta kyllä mä ihan hyvin suunnistin, että kai sieltä muutamia tai jo varmaan jonkun minuutin saisi pois, mutta mä oon ihan suunnistukseen on tyytyväinen, mutta kulkuun.
Kiitoksia. Jäädään seuraavalle, kuinka viesti etenee.
Joo, kiitos, kiitos.
There was the Finnish second team runner Inka Nurminen who changed over just before the first team said that he should have run a bit faster, but was quite satisfied with her performance.
The first team's Lotta Eerola said that her running felt very bad and not any big mistakes, but the legs weren't so good anymore.
And back to the tracking on the second leg, we see Norway still leading, but that's an interesting route choice to the sea control.
Yes.
Haven't seen before, but might not be too bad.
Yeah.
Switzerland taking the left option for the C as well, but going more straight.
Yeah, it's interesting to see if she can get that time gap smaller.
Yeah.
But I think that the Norwegian girl, she's running quite good road.
Yeah. Seems like the speed is really good.
Yeah.
We remember the gap was 2 minutes down on the chasing teams in the changeover, and it seems that it's remained at least the same.
Yeah.
To Switzerland.
And this is the starting point again.
Seuraavina kulkevat Sveitsi ja Ruotsi tällä hetkellä varsin tasatahtiin. Suomen ykkönen kulkee.
But might be that Sweden is overtaking. Well, of course Sweden started before Switzerland, so there's no overtaking. But
yeah.
it seems that Sweden is gaining a little time on Switzerland on that route choice to the sea forking.
On that certain way you can use the road a very long time, yes. And it's obviously the faster to run.
And Norway, Ingrid Lundanes has taken her first control, but maybe losing 3 to 5 seconds on the exit from the control.
Yeah.
But no, in the relay that doesn't matter on the second leg.
Yeah.
Most important is to do a solid race.
And we're looking at the dots on the GPS.
And maybe the Finnish first team and Ami Nyman, she has that control A, which is the shortest one.
Ami is known to be really skillful orienteer, and I think she can take that well.
Yeah.
And the next teams here at the changeover from the first leg, Belarus, New Zealand,
Sweden and Switzerland will be
in paces 28.
Maybe same time on that first control. Now the GPS died, both of them, so we have to wait. Maybe the Sweden is a little bit closer of that control, but
anyway, seems that no big difference on the route choices. Yeah. I was expecting Sweden to be a bit faster, but But what do you think? Should Sweden have run a bit longer on the road and taken it more from the south?
Yes, on that little yellow area and there, not from that. And Norway is continuing very well.
Finland seems to find her first control well.
Yes.
Punching the stone there.
And now Finnish second team.
Alexandra Enlund heading for the C control, and the Denmark and France that she was running with are punching on the B, so she needs to turn a bit right to take her control.
Yes, I think that she is doing very well there, keeping her own head.
Good places after the in relays, but currently the Turkish runner on the second leg is very close to Finland.
But one team that really delights me is Turkey. They are doing really well.
Yes, definitely.
Zeynep Oksak on the second leg from Turkey there. Only half a minute behind the Finnish first team and Ami Nyman.
Romania in 40th place.
But now I think that she's gonna have little problems because her control is B, and Ami Nyman was punching on that control A.
Okay.
Has also done good job so far. Bulgaria has Andrea Diaksova.
But maybe she knows very well where she is.
Let's hope so.
But now it looks not so good. And we are waiting soon, Norway.
Also the TV split.
Yes, the fourth control.
But it seems like Norway might have lost a few seconds again there.
Yeah.
And arriving from the
Yeah, definitely lost 10-15 seconds there.
United States, Latvia, Romania, and United States second team.
And now we have also the time from that third control, 12 minutes 33 seconds. And on that first leg, the time of Victoria Hestad Björnstad was on her leg about 30 minutes, so we are now a little under the halfway on that second leg.
Seems like Sweden has been able to pull away from Switzerland. Sanna Fast running really well the beginning of the leg, and Sophie Bachmann has lost half a minute to Sanna Fast on these first two controls.
And Sweden will have a very good third leg runner, Linnea Kulsetter.
Also France and Denmark were doing really good work on there, and might be that Sweden, France and Denmark are together at this control when we get them here in 3 minutes.
Yes, and now we are waiting Norway.
And I think we can see her there in the pictures.
This is the fourth control. Quite nice forest.
Yes.
Good visibility, and also the runnability is good.
We see the Norwegian colors there, Ingrid Lundanes. Maybe a bit too far.
Yes, a little bit too much on the right side of the control. And
yeah, we can see the control here in front.
Yes.
But there is another girl from the first leg punching there, so probably that helps her a bit.
She doesn't see that control from there.
And we cannot see Lundanes either, I think.
She's too low now. Too much down on that right side of control. Yes.
There she comes, yes. But that's again one mistake.
Yeah,
she's not doing very well. She's missing now 2 controls in a row.
And maybe she's getting more nervous because these little mistakes. Again, 15 seconds.
And the gap at the third control was only now 1:28, and it was 2 minutes when they started. And at the fourth control, in case Sweden can find it well, it's much less.
And the Finnish second team has some problems there on the second control. Alexandra Enlund is making some mistakes, but now she has found her second control and is on her way to the third control.
And then fighting for the current third position, there is Denmark and France and Finland.
Yes.
Agnes Kraft, Florence Hanauer and
Ami
Nymalm. Yep. And here we see Sweden.
Sweden, she's coming
really well,
better way than Norway.
And the gap is again a bit smaller.
Yeah.
Sanna Fast has had a very good start.
And now the next one is the forking control, and the Swedish runner stopped and make her route choice, and now we can see GPS that Norway is taking the left route choice, which has been very good, as we have seen also in men's race.
Yes. Here is Agnes Kraft and Florence Hanauer, third and fourth at this point.
Directly.
France punches first.
Yes.
And Switzerland should be approximately 20 seconds behind there. We see Sophie Bachmann, yesterday's bronze medalist. But I was expecting her to start a bit faster.
Yes, me too. And on this leg, she ran through that green area, which is naturally a little bit slower, maybe.
Yeah, and Finland should be right behind there.
Yeah, a little bit on the right side.
Yeah, there we see Ami Nymalm.
Oops.
And after Finland first team, there should be a gap of 1 minute down to the Finnish second team, I think.
Yeah, and Great Britain and the Russian first team is making a mistake.
To the third control,
yes.
But here we have Finland.
But was there a Russian second team in a better place?
At some point, yes.
Yes,
but I think their GPS is out of.
Maybe.
Yeah. We haven't got any tracking from the second team.
Yes. And now we are waiting to finish second team on that fourth control.
Driving from the first leg is here with number 148, the combined Spanish.
And now she's coming to the fourth control.
That's the Finnish, Finnish second team.
She's totally alone now.
But a small mistake, few seconds here.
Yeah.
From the last control, we have Australia and Canada fighting in the men's competition for places 41 and 42. And what a finish from Kylan, Pangman McLean and Denmark and Toby Wilson here. And who is it to win? It is Australia in place.
And Norway is now punching on that fifth control, so
yeah, no problems for Ingrid Lundanes there.
Yep.
And there we have Poland in place 43 and Japan in place 44. Also coming in from the ladies' first leg, Australia's second team.
Japanese second leg runners waiting there for the first leg runners for the changeover.
And they are maybe coming, no, not together, but Japan first team is a little bit faster than the second team from that tracking.
Here we see Bulgaria punching the fourth control on the second leg, and there should be behind many more teams, yes. Czech Republic, Russia. Two Russian teams, yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them there.
Yeah. So maybe the second team has made some mistakes
in
the first part of the leg.
Here we see that Sweden also took her control of the F really well. Now it's Denmark's and France's turn to take theirs.
And the Finnish first team was the first of these who has that northest control, which is the longest
option,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the second leg, the Swedish runner, that is Sanna.
And now maybe the gap between Norway and Sweden is about 50 seconds.
Yeah, less than 1 minute.
Yeah.
Sanna Fast has been fast, as her name says.
Yes, and in my opinion, maybe they will be together in a changeover. If the Norwegian Ingrid Lundanes continues with that small mistakes which she had made on many controls.
Yeah. From now on we start to pronounce Sanna's name Sanna Fast.
Sanna Fast, yes. Now,
but now Sanna Fast takes the wrong turn of the path.
No, now
she
had.
Yeah.
Oi. Compass.
Yeah.
We saw this kind of mistakes many on that middle distance final when the runners were going to the last control, and there was that path which was going in the wrong direction. Now Sanna.
But this time the path is marked on the map as well.
Yes, and there is the crossroads also. Now she's making the correction, but
now we are waiting Norway.
Okay,
this control in the pictures, and we can tell that Norway has punched the control right before this control, and there she is.
Yeah.
And she's again increased the gap, and it will be approximately 2 minutes down on the chasing teams.
Yeah.
But we don't know yet whether it's France, Denmark or Sweden who will be next up here.
And now I have to cancel my words about that coming together to exchange. So that Sanna Fast mistakes is maybe the 40-45 seconds or something like that. Still very strong Norway's performance.
Yep.
First golden men's race, and now they are leading on on this women's competition also.
It might be that French and the Swedes are together in the arena passage.
Yeah.
Okay, Sweden might be a few seconds ahead.
Yeah.
It's been a minute already. We're waiting for the next teams to arrive out of the forest. Will still be Sweden.
Nice to get this running camera with Ingrid Lundanes.
Yeah.
There is something similar with the running style as his biggest brother.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's true. That's true. Little bit Olaf style.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear the breath.
It's because we have these headphones on.
Oh, that's true.
But there we have Sweden on the
and
arena
France
passage.
also.
Yep. Really great start by France.
Yes, yes.
We know they have this Alina Palkau on the last leg. She's young French runner whose parents have both been running in international level.
Yeah.
Mother was previously running like some years ago for the French team and father for the Romanian team.
And the time gap is now 1 minute 32 seconds.
Yeah. And the Denmark also there.
Yeah.
Agnes Kracht.
And the French third leg runner Aina Palsau, she didn't run yesterday at all, so.
Right now, about 2 minutes behind the leader.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Alina Palkau was most likely getting prepared for today.
Yep.
And the last leg.
And then Switzerland, 2 minutes and 1 second behind.
Also in the game.
Yeah.
And we know Sophie Pahaman is a strong runner, so she's definitely able to catch them up on the last loop.
Yeah, and Super Simona on the last leg,
yes.
So anything is possible. And now we are waiting for the Finnish first team also.
Should be the next one, yeah.
Spectator control, the both teams.
First team first and second,
yeah.
Maybe 40 seconds behind. But here is Ami Nymalm, current 6th on this arena passage.
Yeah, but
3 minutes.
What do you think about the medal? Is it too far away now?
I don't think so. It's only 1.5 minutes to the
second place.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have seen that anything can happen, but of course, if Finland wants to fight for the medals, they need to have a really good end for the race from now on.
But of course, we have Vera Clementinen.
Yeah.
The last leg, so
2 medals. From this.
And very good run yesterday.
It was clearly the second best yesterday.
Yeah.
Of course, she is able to catch up if she has a good day.
Ami Nymalm, whose parents have been both national team orienteers in Finland. Sanna Nyman and Sören Nyman.
At the same time, up. Alexandra Ehlund punching the spectator control and about to start to the wrong direction, but realizes it and loses no time.
No.
52 seconds behind her teammate, or the Finnish first team.
Yes. And now the time caps are quite clear, so there is no big groups anymore, except that Sweden, France, maybe Denmark together, but now these runners are alone.
Yeah, groups are forming, and I think next one to the field should be there we have Russia and Austria.
Yep.
Belarus, of course. Martin, who's already finished in grade 45. Belarus, Dimitri.
Russian Veronika Kalinina and Austrian Johanna Trummer together there.
Yep.
4.5 minutes down on Norway.
And I follow the tracking right now, and I can say that Norway is running very
convincing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, here in front of the audience.
She had the easiest control on that 8 control, so
maybe, yeah. But also the furthermost.
Yeah.
Here you see the tracking once again, but a small, what is that? Maneuver by the Norwegian runner.
And now the direction is quite weird.
Yes,
maybe there happened some kind of correction, and now looking for maybe the better way to run.
And simply no problems for the following teams to pick their own controls there.
Yes, there were different forking. Sweden and France.
But they took their owns really well.
Yeah. And now we have 12 teams.
Great Britain as 12th, and I think that's a slight disappointment for the so far for the Great Britain women's team. They have been really strong in the forest races here before, and now only 12th, I would say.
Yes, and last year JWOC they were 5th place also.
Yeah.
Jennifer Ricketts. There's also Russian first team and Switzerland second team.
Norway's first team.
Interesting exit from the control by the France.
Yeah.
There, but heading towards the right direction right now.
Yeah.
Very clearly to the next controls in good pace. Arriving here from
and there we can see the Norwegian last leg runner, Mari Olausen.
Yeah, getting ready for her leg.
Yeah. And of course, she knows that the queen of JWOC, Simona Ebersold, is
starting
behind and chasing her, so it's not the easiest.
No, definitely not.
Situation, but as we have seen, the Norwegians have made very good technical performances today, and that has been enough.
Yes, easily enough in the men's race at least. Here we see Simona Ebersold also.
Yep. And I hope that Maria Olsson will trust herself and make a good run.
Yeah, she was able to place top 10 in both the forest distances here. She was 8th in the middle and 5th on the long, so one of the very best juniors in the world as well. So
she knows that she can.
Yes, she has the skills to do it.
Yeah. And there's also the Finnish last leg runner, Veera Klementtinen, the Finland.
Also Sweden's Lina Kulsäter warming up there.
Yeah. The Finnish girls were in the second place in last year's JWOC Relay, and nobody of that team is running anymore in these JWOC races.
So totally new team for this year.
Yeah, and quite young team. Some of them were in the European Youth Championships also.
Yes, that's true.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and we see is Norway making a small mistake there on the 10th control.
Yes, but also the Sweden made a mistake. I think that there is a control on that.
Yeah, might be. And suddenly Switzerland is third now.
Yes.
Only, they were 5th on the arena passage.
And maybe the Swiss runner will see the Swedish runner.
Yeah, I think they will. Yeah. Yeah, definitely that was a mistake by Norwegians as well, like 10 seconds, but so far a really good race also by Ingrid Lundanes.
The Sanna Fast's mistake to the 6th control was quite big, and it helped Norwegian runner there.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
But now Sanna is going
again, able to pull away from the rest, but it seems like Switzerland is the only one able to follow somehow. We remember Switzerland was half a minute behind in the arena passage, and it seems like the gap is still that half a minute.
Yeah.
And a great finish here for the Spanish, Lithuanian, Italian team, Andrea Meliori beating Turkey's.
And maybe 1 minute, and then we will have the
Spanish, Lithuanian, Italian.
Ingrid Lundanes on the last control.
Should be on the field really soon. It seems like she took the 11th really well. And
yeah.
We know GPS is always a bit behind.
Yeah.
We should see her on the field any second.
And if she doesn't make a mistake to the last control, she will be there any second.
But so far really quiet in the arena.
Yes,
so
yes.
I think she's not there
Maybe this
yet.
is a little bit the waiting.
Yeah. And out there she is.
Yes, yes. Strong running still.
Yes.
And the first team to the second changeover.
Really strong run by Ingrid Lundanes as well on the second leg, just like her teammate Victoria Hestad-Björstad on the first leg.
And it's interesting to see, will it be a double gold for Norway
that would be
today?
a really great finish for the JWOC by Norway, Norway, of course. And seems like the gap down to Sweden is a bit less than 1.5 minutes, so Sanna Fast has been fast on the last leg.
Yes.
Last loop, I mean.
Unfortunately, she made that mistake on that 6 control.
Yeah, right
and then
before the arena passage.
Yes, the gap was smaller than minute. So.
And there we see the changeover.
Yep.
Mari Olausen heading for the last leg. Picked her map from the stands there and headed towards the starting point.
And now she will hear this speaker's sound sometime when she's running towards to the starting point. But
Sweden should be on the field already, and there we see
and there
she is on the field. And
really fast, really fast.
Yes.
But she's been running so fast today. Sanna Fast, a difference of only 1:17.
Only 30 meters left for Sanna Fast on the second leg.
Very nice stride there.
She had the chance to catch Ingrid Lundanes on this leg, but made this 1 minute mistake right before the arena passage, and now
the gap is 1 minute 20 seconds.
Yeah, 1:17.
Yeah.
Next one we can expect Switzerland and Sophie Bachmann to the last control. Should be on the field already.
Yep.
And she is. We see her on the running now.
Yeah. And Linnea Kusetter picks her map and then chasing Norway. Now we remember that also Kusetter has very good performances here in both middle and long distance. And there is also
France and Denmark also in the medal fight still. France finishing right before Denmark and Agnes Krah. Florence Hanauer running the second leg for France.
Yeah. Alina Palkau is in the third leg.
Yes, and we remember Alina Palkau was resting yesterday, getting ready for this day. Was not running the JWOC long, and interesting to see how she will do. She's fresh.
Yes, and Denmark, the last runner, Josephine Lind, middle distance 8th place and 18th on
and we
the
know
long
Josephine
distance.
Lind is a really fast runner.
Yeah.
At the same time, Ami Nyman crossing the finish line.
Yes.
As 6th, I think.
Yep.
But that's more or less the top 6, because then there is a gap of almost 2 minutes down to the next ones.
Yeah. But now, if the Finnish girls will take the medal, so.
And now an interview with Ingrid Lundanes.
In the lead, how was your race?
It wasn't a perfect race. I was so nervous after Victoria's great race. But I'm satisfied that I managed to stop once I didn't have control. So it was an okay race, and I'm just really relieved that I managed to keep the lead.
How about last leg? Are you confident that you will get the gold?
I'm not sure. Maria is very good, but there's a lot of good runners coming behind her. So I just hope that she keep her head clear.
It's exciting. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Thank you.
And the next
still no teams.
Yeah, as I said, the gap down to the others is like 2 minutes, so we still need to wait a bit, and I think it's the Finnish second team who will be next to the changeover.
And I think that the medals will be dealt with that top six, yeah. And the Finnish second team is right now coming to the changeover.
Yeah, and right behind Austria, I think.
Maybe.
And now another interview, I guess, yes, with Ami Nyman from Finland.
7. vaihtoon Suomi ja Aleksandra.
Ami Nymalm, quite good run, controlled running. You were more than 3 minutes behind when you went out, but you managed to catch up a little bit at least.
Well, I did a pretty fluent race, the best race this week. I was really tired with the sun is shining and it's really hot. But I managed to keep it all together and the orienteering went really well.
That's the most important thing. How about Veera's chances on the last leg? Are you still fighting for gold?
Yeah, sure. We're all fighting for gold. You never know what happens in orienteering.
We keep our thumbs up. Thanks and good luck.
Thank you.
And of course, I think Finland has the chance, but it needs a bit help from Mari Olausen. I think she needs to do a few mistakes if Finland wants to fight for the gold.
Yeah, we know that Simona Ebersold is so good and so strong runner that to beat her is quite surprising.
And now Czech Republic about to finish. Barbora Vihnalkova on the second leg. And she's sending out Teresa Janosikova, who took the silver on the sprint.
Yep.
So there's a
7th
fast
place yesterday.
Yeah. Yes. So she's of course fast.
10th place, 6 minutes 3 seconds behind leading Norway.
Yeah. Teresa Janosikova was also participating in World Champs this summer in Estonia and was 24th in the sprint there. So really great for this junior.
Yeah. And there
in places 11, 12 and 13, about 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
The next team is number 130.
That's Denmark.
Denmark's second team, Annika Simonsen. And also there will be a Great Britain, Jennifer Ricketts, and Switzerland's second team. Places are now 11, 12 and 13.
Yes.
And also, is it the Russian second team?
I don't know.
She punched.
Russian girl having some troubles there.
She punched on that orienteering weak control.
Yeah, has to head back towards the last control of the JWOC. Or I don't know. Maybe she was just following the wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Something is going on.
She doesn't know either what she should do.
Finishing here, also Portugal, Beatriz Sanguino in the men's competition.
This Portugal runner is on the men's race, yeah. Now we will have an interview with Antti Örn. I suppose it seems that they are getting ready. Yeah.
Joukkueen päävalmentaja Antti Örn, miltä näyttää tällä hetkellä viesti? Komea mitalisaalis tähän asti ainakin.
Joo, mun pitää sulle kuitata, että tää oli kyllä voitettu hopea, toi poikien hopea, eli se on aina huikea saavutus, kun hopeamitalin saa, että olemme erittäin tyytyväisiä joukkueena siihen. Ja tyttöjen viesti on menossa ja se on jännittävä. Mä luulen, että kaikki on edelleenkin auki, eli vaikka Norja on pikkusen karussa, niin ja siellä on todella kovat ankkurit sekä Ruotsilla ja Sveitsillä, niin on kyllä meilläkin, että ei olla vielä heitetty hanskoja tiskiin.
Ei tietenkään. Suomi tällä hetkellä myös eilisen jälkeen pistetaulukon kärjessä ja en ole nyt laskenut pisteitä, mutta aika hyvältä näyttää. Eikö tuo ollut myös yksi tavoitteista?
No se oli tietenkin valmentajan näkökulmasta yksi suurimpia tavoitteita, kun se osoittaa sitä tason mittaria. Eli meillä on niin kuin laajalla tasolla huippusuunnistaja. Voin sen verran kertoa, että otettiin sen verran kaulaa, että meillä, jos Ruotsi voittaa, niin meillä riittää muistaakseni 6. sija, jotta me voitetaan tuo pistekilpailu. Ja mä luulen, että siinä on ainakin yksi semmoinen, mitä yleisökin voi vähän laskeskella tuolla.
Miltä muuten on kisat täällä näyttäneet?
No mun mielestä kisat on ollut erittäin hyvät kilpailut. Mulla ei ole mitään muuta kuin positiivista sanottavaa kilpailujärjestelyistä ja ennen kaikkea tärkeimmät asiat, eli radat on ollut todella hyvät ja maastot ovat tarpeeksi vaativat ja kaikki muu on pelannut, mikä pitää olla. Meillä on älyttömän hyvät fasiliteetit tuolla, missä joukkueet on ollut majoittuneena ja ruokahuolto pelaa, ja nyt kun vielä aurinko paistaa, niin tämähän on ihan täydellistä.
Juuri olin sanomassa, että auringonpaistekin vielä tilattiin viimeiseksi päiväksi. Jäädään jännittämään, että kuinka Veera taisto tuolla muiden joukossa sujuu. Kiitos.
Näin tehdään, kiitos.
That was the Finnish head coach Antti Örn telling that he's really satisfied with the second place in the men's category. He said that felt like a victory because Norway was so strong there. He's been really satisfied with the week throughout, and of course for him as a coach, one of the biggest goals for this week is to win the point table for the nations, and Finland is now in the lead after the men's relay, and that's in his point of view the biggest goal for the whole team.
And now we have totally 18 teams on that changeover. So Sweden second team 10 minutes 4 seconds behind the leader, and unfortunately we have some technical problems with the tracking now, so we are not able to give any information.
Yeah, but
that.
this just makes things more interesting.
Yes, this is like traditional orienteering.
Yes.
Runner goes to the forest, and within 1 hour he comes back, and then we see the result.
Yeah, we are back to the 90s.
Yes.
Actually, GPS tracking was the first time invented in World Champs level here in Tampere 2001 in the World Champs.
Yes.
That's 16 years ago, so it's an old invention already.
Yep.
And Germany's first team.
I remember that there were the number vests which had that pocket for that GPS unit.
And there's a rumor that well, that's the truth, that the service in the VIP tents were quite poor in the World Champs 2001, and there's the rumor that all the money was used to the GPS tracking that time. I don't know if there's any truth in this in this rumor, but
yes,
I've heard something like that.
Yep. And you were there?
I was there, running the spectator races, and I won. Of course I won.
Okay, and the class was?
Men 10.
Okay, yes. I was running that spectator race 21 elite, and I was second place or something.
Yeah, but I remember you had a much more important role in those World Champs as well. When you're singing the, what is the competition song or whatever?
Yeah, something like that, yes.
Was it made by you as well?
Me and my friends.
No,
yeah.
Memories. I remember you singing it in the opening ceremony.
Yes.
I was carrying the Finnish flag in the opening ceremony.
I remember that. Yes.
No, you don't.
Yes, because you have said that earlier.
This year I was unfortunately not able to take part in the opening ceremony. I heard it was in the amusement park in Tampere, the very famous amusement park Särkänniemi.
Yes.
Were you there?
No.
Okay.
For the first lady is SWE.
Yeah.
Sweden.
How long have they been out on the last leg?
Norway.
I think after 15 minutes we can expect some split times on the first split as well.
Yes.
So right now, if we are to believe the GPS, which has been...
No idea how long they have been out there.
Sweden right now leading.
Sweden is leading, says the...
Yeah, and at least we have the map picture now.
Yes.
I think this is from the last leg.
Yes.
Maybe, yes. Back in the game, and Norway is leading, but Sweden seem to have caught a lot.
And there is a mistake.
And Sweden is
unfortunately.
And Simona Ebersold and Switzerland running really fast and catching up. But it's really tight. Finland is currently 6th and only 1 minute behind, a bit more, 1.5.
And then we can see Sweden, on the 4th control.
I suppose she's the first one in here.
Yes.
But if Simona Ebersold has been able to keep that speed she should be here.
Yes,
real
now
soon.
it's 10 seconds.
But the forest is empty.
Yes.
Right now it looks like Sweden and Linnea Hovsäter has the fastest pace and the straightest pace.
And maybe it will be a Norway.
Or Finland, or France, or whatever. We don't know.
I think that it will be Norway and then a little bit behind Switzerland.
Yep, we can reveal from the GPS,
Yes.
and there we see Norway as well.
Yeah.
And she
But the time
also,
gap is it's over 40 seconds.
yeah, and also Switzerland. And then there is someone else from the previous leg, probably, but these are the next teams. Sweden leading, Norway second, and Switzerland third.
And now I think that there is some mistakes on that second control, I can say. We can see it on the tracking, but
yep.
And
Bad news for the Finnish fans.
Yes.
Finland is making a really big mistake on the second control, just like France.
Yes, and the Denmark is making mistake on the third control.
Yeah.
So
it seems that the top three is now ahead, quite a lot ahead. Denmark has big problems on the third as well.
Yes, this is what we didn't saw on men's race.
Yeah. We were telling in the beginning of the men's race that the number 3 is difficult.
Yes.
And only now we start to see the mistakes.
Yes.
And she's handing over to Maria Imoshchuk.
It's the gap from Sweden down to Switzerland and Norway is approximately 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Yes. And now I think that the next control is very important.
Yeah, the 5th control, which is forked, we remember. And Sweden is having D, that's the shortest one.
Yeah.
Switzerland, Norway has the same forking there.
And
E.
it's the longest one.
Yes.
Yes. So this is a good thing for Sweden.
Yeah, seems like, but we remember that the next forking might be other way around in the Sweden having the long one there, probably. And we can tell that Denmark has found the 3rd control and heading towards the 4th, and her lead seems secure down to Finland too, which is currently 5th.
Yes, because both Finland first team and the France made a big mistake on that second control. Now we're waiting the Denmark.
Yes, to this control. But slightly suboptimal route choice by Denmark to this control.
Yeah, maybe
based on
she's
GPS.
going around that green area.
Should compete from the left in this picture, I think.
Yeah.
If she finds the way from there.
Very much nerves here right now. Austria is making a mistake. France is making a mistake. Denmark.
There she's coming, yeah? She was running right side of that green area. We saw earlier on the men's race that
but maybe that was just a route choice.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Joey Harden and the others were running through that green area, but maybe it's for girls it's not so bad.
Yeah, she was avoiding the green area there.
Easier to run.
Yes. We can tell that Finland first and second team are together approaching this 4th control, just like in the men's relay part leg.
That's true. And now we see that the Sweden has punched the 5th control, and Linnea Hovsäter is running very good there.
Yeah, and I think she's able to increase the lead on that control due to the slightly shorter forking.
Yeah.
He was in Finland too, and Anu Tuomisto, I think. Yes.
Yep.
And right behind should be Finnish first team and Veera Klemettinen.
Yeah. There's
but
also
there is
France.
A gap there.
Yeah. Maybe 50 seconds.
Or even more.
Yep.
Yeah. France should be right on the heels of Veera Klemettinen there. And Switzerland took her long forking really well as well and was able to drop Norway.
Yeah. French girl there on the fourth control. And also Austria coming to this control.
But within 1 minute we should be expecting Sweden to the arena passage.
Yes, that's true. And it's only the last loop for Linnea Kulsäter, but it's the most nervous part of the race. She knows that she is leading, but she also knows that Simona Ebersold
but although, despite the really smooth execution by Simona Ebersold on her forking, the gap is more than 1.5 minutes.
Yes, still so big. And there is Linnea Kulsäter on that spectator control.
Punching there, and the coaches must tell, I'm sure the coaches will tell her that she has a big enough lead.
And only the last loop left.
Yes.
But we know that the controls are quite tricky. The girls haven't made any big mistakes there, but everything is possible. But the running seems to be very strong now. And our cameraman Mikko Eerola is chasing her.
Yeah, she looked really fast.
Yes.
Here we have some running camera.
Yep.
You can make your own conclusions, but I think she looks fast enough to keep this lead.
I'm very confident.
Yes.
In my opinion, it's the best speed for the ladies in the ladies class today.
Yeah.
Very strongly.
And we're awaiting the next teams.
And meanwhile, Simona Ebersold is approaching the arena as well. You can see the tracking here.
Yep.
Norway is already almost 1 minute behind.
Yeah. Simona's speed is very good now. The gap between Switzerland and Norway is bigger.
Yeah. Do you think are the medals already clear?
I think so. I think so.
Because the gap down to Denmark is really big, and there we see Simona Ebersold on the field.
Yeah.
Punching the spectator control.
Simona Ebersold, but the difference is 1 minute and 43 seconds up to
1:43.
Yes.
That's. I think that's too much.
Yeah, it should be enough for a Swedish girl, Linnea Kulsäter. During the week, she's running for Tampereen Pyrintö, and that's why a little bit like home ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially for cheering.
Yeah, there are many Finns who are cheering for her as well, of course.
Race from the second leg.
And now we are waiting also the Norway. But
maybe a slight mistake on the sixth control.
We can see
Norway.
it on the tracking. And now I think that the gap between Norway and Switzerland, it's over 1.5 minutes.
Yeah, almost 1.5 minutes, I think. But Norway was able to pick that sixth control. Maybe 5 to 10 seconds time lost there.
And now the Linnea Kulsäter will have the shortest one.
Yes, just like Simona Ebersold, so looks really good for Sweden right now.
Yes.
140 behind Switzerland, and it's even 140 more up to Sweden.
And Norwegian
Maria Olsen
here
is
we have.
here.
Yeah. 3 and 12.
Minutes.
Yes. The gaps are quite clear. So it's like 1:43 and then another 1.5 minutes down on Norway. So the gaps are quite clear, and we can reveal from the GPS tracking that Finland's second team is approaching for the arena passage as the next team, but only 20 seconds ahead of Denmark and half a minute ahead of Finnish first team Veera Klemettinen.
Yes, Denmark made a bit different route choice from that fifth control, and that's why the Finnish second team was now on the first on that group.
That's a really interesting fight for the fourth place, because we know that Josephine Lind is really fast, and then we have Anu Tuomisto, who is also known to be really fast. Maybe hasn't been running very well this week, some problems in the forest distances, but was sixth, of course, in the sprint, and showed that she has the speed.
Yes, and also the European
yes, won the sprint in European champs, and then Veera Klemettinen, of course, two-time medalist during this week. So this is a really interesting fight for the fourth place.
Yeah, and there is the Finnish second team, 4 minutes and 53 seconds behind Sweden right now, and
I think we are back, and this is. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're seeing, but I'm seeing quite a
you're seeing
confusing stuff on the screen right now. There is on the we are back in the GPS tracking, and we see the lead of Sweden down to Switzerland.